How are you all this morning? Good morning. Oh man. Hello everybody. I'll give you the information that I'm going to give you in a minute. I'm just making myself a cup of coffee. You ever had a bus tea? No. No, bro. Wait for some people to join. And then I'll give you the information out. Yeah. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. What you doing, man? How's your day? Is it good? Hi. I said, what's your name? And how's your day? Is it good? Hi. What's your name? How's your day? Is it good? Hi. Morning, Rachel. Good morning. I have my, obviously you're a new person here. Yeah. I know I have my mods in chat, by the way. My old mods. I know you're here. I don't know which people you are, but I know you're here. It's like the vicar. I know the vicar is one of my old mods. Hi, vicar. I know you're one of my old mods. I don't know which one, bro, but I know you are. I just know. I know I've got loads of these old mods in here, yeah? Hello, old mods, how are ya? I don't know quite how many. But hello, how are ya? Are you good? But yeah, so the vicar, I know for a fact he's one of my mods. I just know. I've just got a feeling. I know he is. And I've got a couple of other people I think are my old mods. Morning, Bradley. Happy birthday, Leah. Have a good day. Oh, man. How is everybody anyway? Are you all good? Well, I've got a mental health podcast coming, which I've had coming for ages, to be honest. It's like it was supposed to come before this one, but the bloke's been busy and he's had other podcasts and stuff to do. I'm not going to tell you his name, because if I tell you his name, do you know what I mean? The geezer will get inundated before I do it. So you'll have to wait until I've done it to find out who he is. Yeah? But then you will. 1 minute. There you go. You ain't got nothing if you're over. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Bro, is it cool if you love what's in between a woman's legs? Yeah, it's fine, bro. Why wouldn't it be? Weird question. Like, just weird as fuck, mate. Weird as fuck. You look pretty tough for a Brit. Thank you very much.
It becomes more than just...
I can look after myself. I wouldn't say I'm particularly fucking the toughest man in the world or anything, mate. But I can look after myself. You gay, are you, Grace? Well, you mean you're a lesbian? That's what my daughter is.
Stay active, level out balance board. Features 7 moves and 3 game modes. Follow the sequence. Tip, tilt, and rock the board. Challenge your friends.
So, anyway, mental health podcast. Yeah, it's been on the cards for a while, this one. I was supposed to do this mental health podcast before I did the one I've just done. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, the guy's been busy, he's had some stuff he's had to do and take care of and stuff before I'm on the podcast. I think it's probably going to be at the end of July, I would imagine. Like I said, it's all down to the guy, not me. It's his podcast, it's not mine. He wants me on the podcast. I've agreed to go on the podcast. I've just been waiting ages to go on it. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait and see. Watch this space. Hopefully the next podcast I'm on is the mental health one. Because that was really an important one for me. You know what I mean? Because it's speaking about mental health and men's mental health and suicide and stuff like that, yeah. And it's always a worthwhile discussion to have, right? Whilst playing golf. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that one. That one's in Wales, the north of Wales, that one. So I'll keep you updated and let you know when it's going to be out and about and shit like that. I should be doing it. It should be done. It should be done by the end of July at the latest, really. End of July, beginning of August. Hopefully. It's just taking a bit longer to organise this one. Alright, JB. But yeah, if I do this one, I mean, there probably will be some... We'll be playing golf while we talk about mental health. So there probably will be some laughter in there. But there'll also be some very serious moments in there, I would imagine. Some very serious conversations, I would imagine me and the lad are going to have. About, you know, suicide and... everything that comes along with grief and madness and... Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be more of a hard-hitting podcast, I would imagine, that one. Compared to the one I just done in Doncaster. Because that was more fun, wasn't it? But that was always going to be like that. That podcast was always going to be like that. And I'll let you know the name of the podcast when it's done. I'm not going to let you know the name of it now. When it's done, I'll let you know the name of it. Alright? Alright, JB. But yeah, it'll be a good podcast, I think. Very, like I said, hard-hitting. I've got a feeling this one's going to be a bit hard-hitting. A bit more serious. But it's a serious topic, isn't it? Men's mental health and suicide and all that. It's a serious fucking topic, man. Do you know what I mean? So, even though if there's laughter to be had during the podcast, there will be some laughter in the podcast, but it's not going to be no forced laughter or no joking stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like the conversation will go however the conversation goes. But me and the bloke who are both doing it, we have both suffered with mental health. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not golfing today. Yeah, we have both suffered with mental health, me and the bloke who's doing it. So we've both been there, we've both bought the fucking t-shirt, mate. So that's why I think it's going to be a good one, even though I think it might be a bit more serious than the one I've just done. I know it's going to be more serious, I just fucking know it. But I don't mind, I can do serious. It's not always comedy nowadays. I can do serious. So yeah, just keep your eyes out for it. It's probably going to be in the next 2 months. But just keep your eyes out for it, and I'll keep you posted. And it'll be a mad one, won't it? It'll be like a golf game mixed with a very serious podcast situation. Bit of a mad... It wasn't my idea. It was the guy's idea, because the guy plays golf and he's good at golf. So it was the guy's idea, not mine. He was like, Danny, you play golf, don't you? I was like, yeah. He's like, why don't we take the podcast to the golf course? He says, it's more comfortable there for us and we can just talk while we walk. And I was like, yeah, bro, that's a good idea. See, we've got that podcast to look forward to. Did you like the podcast I've just done? Did you enjoy it? There's a bit of fucking comedy in that one, Mauler. There was a bit of comedy in that one, mate. What time is it? It's on 10 past 8, it's early, isn't it? Any questions on the podcast I've done or on the podcast I'm going to go on? Anybody got any questions? About the one I've done or the new one that's coming? I can only answer so many about the new one that's coming. The mental health podcast, I can only answer so many. But I'm here to answer any questions if you want to ask. All the podcasts that I've just done, I'm here to ask any questions if you want to ask. Do I do any private security bodyguard work? No. Nobody. Something I've never done. To get me to do something like that, the amount of money somebody would have to pay me is unreal. For me to do any kind of security work ever again, bro, the money somebody would have to pay me is unfucking real. I'm not joking with you. I would never do it again for anything less than what I know I'm worth. I'm not joking. And I would charge somebody for private security the same as I would charge them if I was going to go and work a very tough door. And when I used to work the doors back in the day, it was like between £10 and £12 an hour. Shit. Do you know what I mean, right? Yeah. And I always said that I know what being a bouncer is worth. I know what being a bouncer is worth. I know what looking after somebody's fucking pub is worth. Yeah. And that's what I would charge. And I would charge £50 to £60 an hour. And that's what I'd charge, bro. Probably 60 quid an hour. An hour. So for 10 hours, motherfuckers pay me £600. I'm not joking. I'm not fucking about, bro. And it depends on the situation. Now, if it's just looking after somebody for a few hours in a normal situation, not a problem. Yeah? Do you know if you want me to go into any violent situations where it could really get violent, that's £200 an hour. And I know it seems a lot of money, and everybody's like, yeah, fuck you. I've got to look after you. I've got to put myself in a situation maybe, yeah? I ain't going to do that for anything less than bank. So if it's an easy job, it's £60 an hour. If it's a hard job, it's £200 an hour. And I won't take no fucking less. I swear to God, I know what I'm worth now. I won't take no less. And if nobody wants to work with me, fine, keep your money. I don't need it. I earn my own money off social media. I don't fucking need it. That's why I put so much price, so high a price tag on these things. Because I don't want to do them. That's why I put such a high price tag. I don't want to do them. I don't need to do them. I don't need them. Yeah? I do my own shit. I don't need nothing or nobody. Do you know what I mean? Nothing or nobody, mate. So you need me. Okay, pay me. And that's how I am now, bro. That's how I am now, innit? Personal security, depending on the security job, and depending on what I've got to do. Do you know what I mean? But that's what I charge. It's like people say that, yeah, quality does cost, bro. It's like people say to me, like, how much do you charge for podcasts? Now, £300 an hour. Damn, that's a bit steep, isn't it? 300? No, it's not. £300 an hour. That's not £300 an hour. Morning. Yes, really. Just talking about the mental health podcast that's going to come. It's already arranged. Just got to get the geezer's got to get a confirmed date to me. That'll be a good one, really. Seriously. It should have been done already. It's the one I've had arranged from the beginning. It's the first one that I had arranged this. Where I'm playing golf and speaking about men's mental health. But I'm in contact with the geezer and it's probably going to happen at the end of July, I think. It took quite a long time to organise this one. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't really get... Who the fuck is Jose fucking Sanders, bro? Is it Colonel Sanders' brother? I couldn't give a fuck. I don't even know who that dude is. Yes, really, is my brother. Like I said to everybody not long ago, it'll be a different kind of podcast to the one I've just done. The one I've just done was just pure bants, wasn't it? Just pure bants and laughter and some serious stuff in there, but it was mainly just a podcast of varying subjects. The one I do on the golf course is all mental health, mate. He's another YouTuber and he talks shit about other YouTubers. But go on his channel and say, Danny G says you're a fucking fanny. So Danny, you go on his channel right now and type in, say Danny G says you're a fanny. Really, type in that geezer's name. Go onto his channel, really, yeah, and just call him a fanny for me. Literally, just go onto his channel for me, really, yeah, and just say Danny G says you're a fucking fanny. You want clout, yeah, you muppet. Literally. Want some clout, does he, the muppet? Got none of your own, you fucking fraggle. Shooting dope underneath my toe. Shooting dope? Bro, you don't shoot dope, you smoke it. I smoke green, bro. Yeah? But you don't inject green, bro. And it's, listen, what's this geezer built like? Is he even built like me? Or is he built like your typical flake? Oh, he'll be built like a flake, right? Guaranteed. Swag, though. What's swag? What's swag, Steve? Meth? We don't even have meth in England. What even is crystal meth? I know I've heard the name crystal meth, but we don't have that shit here, bro. We have crack and smack. We don't have crystal meth. Not that I know of, anyway. Oh, is meth crack? I learn something new every day. What's up with you, you little fucking muppet tosspot? See ya. That's what's up with you, innit? Bye. It's pure evil, meth. It's way worse than crack. It must be something different than meth to crack. I wouldn't know, mate. I'm not a class A guy. Meth isn't crack, it's different. Oh, okay. What is it then, Mr. Prophet? Seen as, right, what is it? I've always wondered. It's actually, what is fucking crystal meth, bro? If it's not crack. Is it made out of another one of the class A drugs? Because obviously crack is washed cocaine, isn't it? I mean, so is crystal meth made out of another drug and washed the same kind of way? Oh, it's methamphetamine. Well, it's weed. I mean, it's whiz. It's fucking whiz, Mark. It's wash speed. Fuck, man. It's wash speed. Jesus Christ. I bet you that's one hell of a drug. You know what I mean? Jesus, you want to stay away from that shit. Intense whiz. So you'd be up for fucking weeks, wouldn't you? You'd be up for weeks on that shit. When I was young, I took whiz when I was younger, when I used to be clubbing and that. Not that stuff, but normal whiz. Yeah, but me, you can be up for days on that shit. Fucking hell. No way. Brutal, that, isn't it? I bet these fucking... Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can imagine up for weeks seeing shit. No wonder it kills... No wonder it, like, kills some motherfuckers in that. You know what I mean? Fucks them up bad. Because obviously the human body needs to sleep, innit? Needs to rest and stuff. So obviously if you're up for a week straight, just fucking pounding, fucking seeing all kinds of mad shit, yeah, your body's going to be like, what you doing, like? So no wonder a lot of people die on that. Claritin D, I don't know what that is. Just watch Breaking Bad. Oh, is that what he makes in Breaking Bad? I've never watched Breaking Bad. It's something I've never watched. And everybody keeps telling me to watch it. Speed, yeah, Speed. Or Whiz. We used to call it Whiz back in the day. Yeah, we used to call it Whiz back in the day. I think when I go on that podcast with this geezer to talk about mental health, we're probably going to end up talking about drugs and their effect on mental health, I would imagine. So drugs conversation will come up, I think. Claritin D was allergy medication, but mixed with coffee. Oh, Claritin. Claritin. I take hay fever tablets, but I don't take Claritin. I take fucking whatever these are. I take Galfarm, 1 day allergy relief. Galfarm. I better take one now. It's a bad hay fever I do. Yeah, go and tell him he's a wanker for me, bro. Just go and tell him he's a wanker. Tosspot, dickhead, clout chasing, nobody. Best show of all time. I've never watched it. I might have to watch it now. Because everybody's been telling me to watch it for years. But because I thought it was about drug dealers, just a drug dealer. I don't really like that life, you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, isn't it? Like, you know, like Top Boy. I don't watch Top Boy. I won't watch it. Why the fuck do I want to watch what I see on the Birmingham streets every day? I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch men running around like little hoodies, stabbing each other and shooting each other. I live around that. I don't want to watch my real life. You get what I mean? That's why I don't watch that shit. It don't glorify it. And if it don't glorify it, then I don't know if they're the drowsy ones, bro. I'll just take them. Maybe they might be a bit drowsy. I'll tell you in about half an hour if I feel drowsy. Yeah, if it don't glorify it and it's a mad story, not Mason. What I don't like is I don't like people in valleys, in films, bowling around, glorifying stabbing people while listening to drill music. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it because that's the problem with England. So I don't want to watch the problem with England. I know what the fucking problem with England is. I live here. I don't want to watch anything glorifying that shit. I hate it. I hate shit that glorifies knife crime and drill mixed with knife crime. I fucking hate it. Yes, that beat. Jesus Christ. The podcast I'm doing, by the way, yeah, all this will probably be touched on. I reckon we'll touch on this. I think this is going to be drugs, alcohol, mixed with depression, mixed with fucking anxiety, yeah, mixed with maybe suicide. It's going to be a hard-hitting one, man. But because we're playing golf at the same time as talking about it, it probably won't be as hard-hitting as it would be if we were sat in a podcast room talking about it face-to-face. You know what I mean? It's going to be a hard-hitting one. Yeah, ban the bally. Ban the fucking belly. Bro, you should always show your face. You should always be able to see somebody's face. Yeah, it's fashion now, Bradley. To wear a belly, it's fashionable. What? Weird. Oh, of course we do. Big L. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. This is not about that one. This is about one that I've had in the cards for about fucking a few months, bro. The original podcast I was going to do, the podcast I've just done, they contacted me after. The original podcast that I had arranged was mental health, really. Suicide, shit like that. And that one probably is going to be at the end of July. It just took a few months to arrange it, you know what I mean? So, I know you've seen that one. Yeah, why is my throat so fucked today? It is. Probably because I was singing my ass off last night. Yeah, the one you've seen was like an on the moment one, really. The one I've got coming up is one I've had planned for months, bro. I speak to the guy every couple of days, but it's just arranging it and getting it done. I'm not going to tell you who it is until it's done. Oh, Big L. There probably will be some laughter in this because we're playing golf. We're playing golf while we talk about this stuff, right? But, you know, it's going to be a lot more hard hitting, I think, than the one I've just done because of the subject matter in it. Like, a lot of this is close to my heart, and I know a lot of this is close to the guy's heart. So I'd imagine this is going to be a very hard hitting one. I just need to get it arranged, bro, and get it done. Because it's all right doing fun ones and stupid ones and stuff like that, but the serious ones need to be done as well. The serious conversations need to be had. Fucking hell, Steve. Depression is ripping your ass, bro. Listen. When it comes to depression and darkness within inside you, you've created that yourself, you know. You have. I did it. I created so much darkness from inside me, bro, through my own thought pattern. Through what I used to think about, what I used to watch, what I used to listen to, what I used to engage with. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of the dark side. The dark side of YouTube is not healthy for no one. It's not healthy. I am part of the dark side, but I'm not really anymore. I don't get involved with it. I don't talk about the subject matter that they talk about. I don't get involved in that stuff, mate, because it's fucking poison to the mind. And it's poison to the soul. It's just full of pure negativity and full of pure hate, bro. And hate and negativity breeds hate and negativity, brother. That's why I came out the dark side and I was like, fuck that. I realised that that was keeping me where I was. The actual dark side of YouTube was keeping me as I was. That's why I've tried to get away from it. And I have got away from it to a certain degree. I've always been known as part of the dark side because all the dark side people keep mentioning my name. But believe me, it's a fucking unhealthy place. It's full of unhealthy people. Unhealthy mentally, unhealthy physically. Yeah, and it's just full of them. Trust me. Depressed to fuck. Making content. Depressed, angry, rage-filled people making content. Well, I used to make that content. And look what my content was like. Nothing positive in that, mate. Nothing. Yes, Big L. Oh, it's facts, brother. It's facts, innit? You don't get there's no love, compassion, or empathy on any of the dark side. It doesn't exist. Like, you couldn't go to a dark side channel and talk about your problems because you'd be ridiculed by the chat and ripped to pieces and made to feel worse. Use the force, whack on, whack off. Yeah, just like the news, Dylan. Just like the news. Doom and gloom. Hate-filled, narrative creating shit. Oh, Dino, I'm not talking about anybody really, bro. I'm not talking about anybody, buddy. Just talking about the dark side in general, yeah. And it's not good for nobody. It's not, is it? It's really not, is it, Dino? It's really not, is it, bro? Yeah, it's designed for that. How do you combat the darkness? It's a long thing, bro. It's not an easy one, like. It's not an easy fix. It's took me years, bro. I meditate every day. Still meditate every single day. And that's what's changed me. Wanting to change and meditating towards it. Sorting out problems in my head. Sorting out issues. You know what I mean? Forgetting the past. Moving on, bro. But moving on's easier than it sounds. It's not that easy, is it? But that's the end goal. To be able to move on with your future without letting the past you or your past mistakes hold you back, like they have been doing for years, like they did with me. Past mistakes, past anger, past rage, disappointment in yourself, a lot of things you can't change, a lot of things that wasn't even your fault, but you blame yourself for them. And by doing that, you end up in a hole, bro. You end up in a hole of despair. And that hole of despair, you dig yourself. And it's as deep as what you want to fucking dig. I dug myself a massive hole, bro. Yeah, it's not easy, but you have the tools to combat it. It's all up to you. It's your mind, isn't it? It's your psyche. I used to think that this controlled me, and it did, right? But now I control it. It's a totally different thing. Yes, Big L. That helps, Big L. Get some walking done. It's just the truth, Mark. It's, you know. Oh, Kingy, tell me about it. Kingy, tell me about it, bro. You feel stuck, Dill. Why'd you feel stuck, bro? Why'd you feel stuck? Don't let life and society make you feel like that. This is your life, Dill. The only way you're going to feel stuck is if you stagnate. Dylan, trust me. Whatever you want to do, Dill, with your life, pursue it. Whatever makes your soul sing, pursue it. It helps, bro. Really does. Don't let nobody tell you that what you're doing is wrong. Don't let nobody tell you that what you're doing that makes you smile inside. When me, it's my golf, right? It makes me smile. My soul smile. Whenever I step on the golf course, right? That's why I play so much. Find your own. Find your own soul alleviating process, whatever that may be, right? And do what makes you fucking happy, Dill. So a lot of things nowadays, a lot of people are doing what everybody else wants them to do, what they think they should do, what doesn't make them happy. I did that for years, and now I'm doing what makes me happy. Fuck everybody else. Exactly. All I will say, Dill, don't let it get to where I got to, innit? Danny, where did you learn the best information? What do you mean? The best information? What does that mean? Yes, Goat. Good morning. Oh, Cats Worldwide. Your mate struggling to get sober. But I would say he's telling that the money he's spending on beer, he could spend on something better. And while he's drinking beer, like proper, you know, every day, Not only is he wrecking his body to the point where he won't want to do anything, he's got to understand alcohol is a depressant. Now, if you drink it sparingly, and you're a happy-go-lucky motherfucker, it won't matter, right? If you drink it every day, doesn't matter whether you're a happy-go-lucky motherfucker or not, it will make you depressed. 100%. Alcohol is a depressant. It's a fucking depressant. Literally. So if you're drinking it every day, you're actively depressing yourself with a chemical. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Yeah, Cats, you've got to tell him. Make him watch this live. I don't want my brother like that. On this podcast, yeah, obviously, Goat, this is not about the podcast I've just done. This is about the mental health one that's been coming up for a while. It's probably going to be at the end of July, I think, or the beginning of August. Yeah. It's a whole different one, Goat. It's going to hit differently, this one, mate. Because this is the one, this has been planned for ages. For months. But it's just been hard to get over the fence because it's in North Wales and the guy's very busy. So am I. But hopefully we'll get it done end of July, beginning of August. I'm hoping so. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's down to the lads arranging. It's not to me. Do you know what I mean? It's not my podcast. But hopefully, Goat, because it's a hard-hitting one. Oh, yeah, Goat. It's all about mental health, suicide, boss playing golf, innit? So it will be a mad one. It will be a emotional one, maybe. It might even be emotional, that one, bro. But these things need to be spoken about, I think. I'm not going to tell you whose podcast it is. I've kept it hidden for ages. No, we can't have people promoting meth. How's my mental health? Good, bro. I'm in a good place. I've only ever thought about suicide once in my life, but I was young and I was in a very bad place. I was young, I was a kid, basically. Yeah, and you know, when you're in such a bad place, and I was, I did. That's what turned me into me. That's what made me what I am. Danny G, as you call him, the nutter that lives inside me, was created to protect me. It was created in a split second, bruv. It was not something I worked on. That nutty side of me was created on the flip of a coin. Because it was either kill myself, or my brain knew I was going to do it. So it was either do it, or create something inside me that can't be hurt no more. And that's what my brain did. My brain wouldn't allow me to do it. So my brain created something that can't be hurt, physically or mentally. And that's the other side of me. Yeah, and that fucker can't be hurt. He don't feel nothing. No pain, no compassion, no empathy, no love, just hate. Just hate. That's all that motherfucker's built of. Pure fucking hate. And that was because I'd been through a lot, bro. When I was a young boy, I got beat to fuck, mate. Bad. Really bad. Bad. There is no need to do that to any human, man. Not a boy, especially a little boy, mate. You don't do that to a little boy and expect him not to, and expect that not to affect him. Fuck off, mate. I got basically tortured, son. And then went to jail. Then was facing more torture. Do you know what I mean? So my mind had enough. I'd had enough. I didn't want to be here no more. I had nobody. Nothing. Nobody gave a fuck about me. Even my family didn't give a fucking shit, mate. I'm telling you, forgot I even existed. I had nobody. I had nothing. So I thought, what's the point? What's the fucking point in even being here? Well, that's how it can get sometimes, I think. Oh, I was ill, Dill. It was not a gimmick. There was no gimmick, bruv. I'm good, Cats. I'm good, man. It took a long time for me to get to this place, bro. Yeah, it took a long time for me to get to this place, brother. But I'm much better now than I've probably ever been. Oh, it's all my hard work that's done this. Nobody's done this for me. No tablets have done this for me. No doctor's done this for me. I've done it myself. Very proud of it, you know. I'm very proud, Dill, of what I've done. Because it's not been easy. Probably been the hardest thing I've ever done. Yes, Bradley. Because what am I going to fucking do? Fall out on my mum? Do you know something? This is a conversation I've never had before. When my mum and dad split up, Dad, I'm just going to say how it was. R.I.P. Dad, I loved you to bits and it was not my relationship, but here we go. My dad caused that. I'm not going to tell you why. It was his own fault, yeah? But when that happened, that fucked my mum up mentally like you would not believe. I was there, bro. I witnessed it. I had picked that woman up off the floor so many fucking times. So many, yeah? My mum went west, mate. Alcohol and shit. Because she was hurt. Like, she was distraught, bro. My dad fucked her head up. Bad, man. Do you know what I mean? He really did. And she had me as a little boy to look after. And then she got with a man who hated my father. They went to school together, for fuck's sake. It was in the same year. That man always loved my mum. And my dad took her. When they were at a young age, my dad took her and married her. Yeah? Joey hated my father. Hated him with a passion. And because I looked like my dad, Joey hated me. And persuaded my mum in a fucked up mental state. And she was in a fucked up mental state. Yeah? Really bad. Like, really bad. Crying every night and that, mate. Persuaded her to hate her son. Normally, now, he could never do that. My mum's back to normal, mate. He could never do that now. But he got her when she was in a fucked up mental state. So I don't blame her for that, bro. I was there, I witnessed it. I saw what my dad did. I was there, bro. I'm not going to blame her for that, buddy. Yeah, that decision of my mother's fucked up my life. Completely fucked up my life. Made my life probably the hardest anybody in my family's ever suffered. My mum knows this. We've spoke about this, bro. But she's me mum. She's me mum. I saw the pain she was in, bro. When you're in that much pain and that much anguish, your decision making is not exactly what I would call good. Do you know what I mean? It's not when you're like that. So I'm not going to hate my mum for that, mate. Nah. Total forgiveness. It's in the past, bro. What happened, happened. I love my mum. I understand why it happened. Yeah? And because I understand it, and I did witness it, and you know, it's not something nice. I don't agree with what my mum did. She knows I don't. I never will. She doesn't agree with what she did. She does not. To this day. Why do you think we're so close? Why do you think my mum treats me the way she does? Because she knows she fucked up, man. I don't need to tell her. I don't need to keep reminding her. I don't need to keep rehashing it and hurting my mother over a mistake she made fucking 30 odd years ago or something. I mean, I don't need to do that, do I? Compassion, mate. Empathy. It is cats. Oh, Tisha's always got me, bro. All people make mistakes, brother. Yes, Steve. No, it wasn't substance, Steve. It was alcohol. Alcohol abuse. And when you're in a very bad mental state and you abuse alcohol, what's he going to do? Even worse. Steve, I don't care. That's what you got to understand, mate. I don't care. If people ridicule when I'm talking about stuff like this, that's up to them. That's their problem. Do you know why they would ridicule it, Steve? Because they've never been through it. They don't understand it. Then they've been through fuck all. They've had an easy life. Well, all power to you. Fair play. I'm glad you have. If you can sit here and ridicule my pain, that means you've never felt my pain. Well, I applaud you for that. I don't want you to feel my pain. It's not a nice pain. Well, it does, Stevie, I suppose. It's one of them ones, isn't it? It's one of them ones, mate. Parents, you only get one. Well, two, mum and dad. Like, I love my mum. My mum's a great woman. She really is. Like I said, that was a mad moment in her life. I just happened to be there to witness it, bro. Right? But my mum's an ace mum, man. I wouldn't ask for a better mum. It was a moment in her life of a couple of years where she went fucking nuts over something that fucked her up. No, I don't know any addicts to it, but I know a lot of lads who take it far too often. But I wouldn't say they're addicts, because they can work every week without it, but then on a weekend, mate, spend all the fucking money on it. And I know quite a few lads like that. The past is, listen, if you hold on to the past, mate, it'll just hold you back. That's all it does. If you look to the past, you can never look to the future. That's one thing that I've had to do. Forgive people certain things, and forgive myself, bro, for certain things that, you know, we don't have a TARDIS. There's lots of things I would like to go back and fucking change, but I can't. So I can't change them. All I can do now is move on. And for many years I was stuck in the past, bro. Just stuck there. You know what I mean? Fucking Jesus. No, it's not a good place to be. It's just not. I agree, Mark. You can't change what's behind, can you? Took me a long time to realise that, though. It really did. This 1970s Tiger. We're all being tricked. What do you mean we're all being tricked? That's, yeah, exactly, Coach. You have to stop certain things controlling you that will want to and will try. Negativity, bro. It breeds negativity, bro. I do fast. We all hate each other. Well, I don't hate none of you guys. Dan the man. How are you, bro? Are you good? Hope you're good, buddy. Yeah, like, I don't hate, bro. It's a wasted emotion. It's useless. Love for you, cats, man. Yeah, much love for you. Yeah, it's a wasted emotion, bro. I'm glad you're good, Dan the man. I'm glad you're good. Oh yeah, I used to be a proper raver, bro, when I was younger. I'm still a bit of a raver now if I'm in the right circumstances, in the right place.
Proxy Mobile's unlimited social media is great. Because you can see everyone's holiday snaps.
For me, Robert,
Even though you're not.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the, I've said this, with the refugee crisis and all that, it's just the lack of space that's the problem, really. Yeah, and the fact that, you know, we need families coming over here. Like, I'm all for supporting families, bro, but it's all middle-aged men. And we're getting full, bro. We're only small. What's on my bucket list? I haven't really written one yet. been taking care of Tony's for a few years. She's got one more thing on her bucket list that we need to get done. And then once that's done, hers is done. So then I'll work on my own. I ain't really got one yet. Yeah, it's weird, Ron, all blokes. Well, I believe that if you go to a country, you should adhere to those laws. If you go to another country, you should adhere to those laws, and you should try and integrate into the local populace as much as you can, because you go into that country, so you should integrate into the populace as much as you can and treat the populace with respect and the country with respect for giving you the opportunity to have a better life. Because obviously you've come here for a reason, because where you're from, it can't offer you nothing. Where you're from, your life's fucked. Where you're from, you have no life. Where you're from, you're waiting for death. So now you come in here, yeah, and we're giving you a life, and we're offering you a future. Maybe you should respect that. Maybe you should respect the populace and respect the government that's helping you do it. And you should do your best to pay it back in every way you can. You should love the UK. If you've come here as an illegal immigrant or just an immigrant, right, whatever it is, it doesn't make no difference. Once you're here, you should fucking respect our laws. You should respect the people, and you should love this country with your whole heart. You should love this country to the point where you don't take the piss in any way, shape or form. You don't break no laws. Because without this country, you would still be living in a shack somewhere, worried about getting bombed or some shit. You're not. We've given you a future. So don't spit on it. Do you know what I mean? Just don't spit on it. Because that would take the piss. If I went to another country, I wouldn't spit on their hospitality. It's that simple, man. Cats just integrate. Territory is Muslim. You mean terrorist? Yeah, bro. Listen, terrorist is a very funny word, right? Because I've said this before. If you want to say, okay, there's terrorists over there, we create them, bro. We create the fucking terrorists by going to other countries and bombing the shit out of them. We create the terrorists, bro. Because if somebody came here and bombed the shit out of us and invaded us, we would then become terrorists to the rest of the world. Do you realise that? Because the local people haven't kneeled down and gone, here's my neck. Do you know what I mean? Because we haven't done that, or any country hasn't done that, when being invaded, the people then who are actually freedom fighters become terrorists. So it works, mate. We make the terrorists. And you've got to understand it's a pisser, innit? Because we destabilise countries, we take all their resources, we break their governments, right? Yeah? And then the rich do that. The fucking rich do that, yeah? We don't get fuck all out of this. Nothing. Nothing, bruv. Yeah? They go and they raid somewhere like a fucking Viking. They kill everybody and rob them of everything they've got. Right? And then they create a refugee problem that then our taxes have to pay. They don't pay out the pot that they've took. No. They don't rebuild the countries that they've bombed to shit. No. They don't sort out a new government that's fucking humane. No. They don't. They go in there, they raid it, they rob everything and fuck off. And then leave the rest of the world to deal with the consequences. Us, we have to deal with it. I didn't go over there and steal nothing. That's what it was for. All that shit was the same, man. Are you daft? Listen, Saddam had nukes, right? Saddam had nukes, right? Saddam had nukes, right? No, he fucking didn't, did he? It was bullshit, bruv. He had no fucking nukes, mate. They went in there for oil, lithium, diamonds, gold. That's what they went in there for. Iran's got nukes, right? Iran's got nukes, right? What do you think's going to happen next? And on the news, they will want you to all cheer them on. Come on. Get over there in your tanks with your jets. What you should all be saying is no, 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 no. When it comes to a vote, whether America and England should go to war with Iran, when it comes, yeah, tell them to fuck off. No. Vote no. Vote no. Don't let the news spin your head. Yeah? Vote fucking no. It's inhumane. What we did in Afghanistan and fucking Iraq is inhumane. It's inhumane. Somebody with a fucking Xbox control pad bombing women and kids, mate. It's inhumane. Of course they'll make up some bullshit propaganda. Of course. Of course they will. Of course they will. And 90% of people will still believe it, even though I fucking said this shit. World War III ain't coming. No chance. No chance. Because you know, if we directly go against Russia and we invade Russia, China will join Russia. The Western world know that. We can't win that war. We lose. We lose. As soon as China get involved, we lose. They can put 1 billion troops upon the ground. And I would like to think what bombs the Chinese have got that are probably that big that will blow a city up. It's fucking China, bro. They make everything to the Western world. If they wanted to, they could just send us loads of Sheen packages, right? Yeah? With anthrax in them, bro. Don't fuck about with the Chinese. I'm going to tell you that now. Don't fuck about with the Chinese. And don't fuck about with the Russians. That Russian bear is not something you want to poke, mate. They have the Tsar bomber, the biggest nuke in the fucking world, the most powerful nuke ever created. And they've got a few of them. Are you going to poke that fucker? Dickhead. Shut up. You're a fucking knob. If that comes around, vote no. Fucking no. China will back Russia, mate. China will back Russia. Why? Because the Western world try and take Russia. They are trying to take democracy. China know this. They want the one world government now. China don't want a one world government. Not unless they're running it. Are you mad? No fucking government, apart from the Western parts of the government, right, want a one world thing. It's only the European Union want that, mate. None of the rest of the world want that. A one world government, nobody's rich. A one world government, you have no billionaires. A one world government, you have no trade. A one world government, you have no freedom. A one world government, you have no decision making. China don't want that. No commerce, no billionaires.
Includes 5 minifigures. Display this 1,359-piece build on a bookshelf between your favorite novels. Free delivery on orders over £20.
Oh, Steve. Mate, it's just the truth. This is the truth. It's just, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to listen to this because it's too hard hitting, but it's the fucking truth, mate. Every war that you get asked to vote on, no. Because believe me, it's not for you. Yeah? I mean, listen, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny, right? I said this the other day. We had a refugee crisis just before Iraq and Afghanistan, right? And we had a big terrorist crisis, right? Big terrorist crisis, right? That's why we went there. Yeah? Terrorism. Nuclear bombs. Now, they've been influxing refugees into European countries to stoke hatred yeah, between the populace and the refugees. The refugees happen to be Muslim. What's Iran? You know, if you're white and Christian, do you hate Muslims enough right now to vote for a war? Probably. Who's letting them in? Government. For what purpose? The English populace hate it, right? They hate the government now. You hate the government, right? You hate the government, but you hate the refugees more. People you don't know, right? And what happened, funnily enough, their religion happens to be Muslim. And Iran is 99% Muslim. So if they want you to thumb up a war, how would they do it? Stoke some hatred between you and the people who live in that country and the religion they follow. Stoke up some hatred in you, so that when they go, we're going to go to war, you all go, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't fuck about my brain. I can see him. I can see straight through this shit. I'm awake, mate. I'm not asleep. I've done enough of my research over the years to know what the Western world has done to this world, the genocidal maniacs that run us. I know. You may not, but I fucking do. It's fucking pathetic. You want me to hate a Muslim man because you bombed his country, yeah, to rob him, and now he's coming here, right, because he's got nowhere else to go. And you want me to hate him. So that then you can cause hatred between me and a whole fucking country of Muslim men and women and children, so that then I'll give you the thumbs up to invade. Fuck off. I can see straight through your agenda, dickhead. That's why I'm non-racial. Non-racial. Non-religious bias. None. If you're Christian, you're my Christian brother or sister. If you're a Muslim, you're my Muslim brother or sister. If you're a Buddhist, you're my Buddhist brother or sister. If you're a fucking pagan, you're my pagan brother or sister. Because we're all fucking human out here, mush. And you can't stoke that hatred with me. You can't. You can't. You can't put shit on the news to make me believe you. You lying fucking cunts, mate. Lying bastards. And I know what you're doing. I can see straight through it. So you want me to go to war? Fuck you. You want me to vote and say, okay, let's go to war? Fuck you. No chance. Bollocks. It's not happening. I'm not sanctioning the bombing of women and children. I'm not sanctioning the eradication of a fucking government and a country so you can go and get your diamonds and your fucking oil. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I won't listen to that shit. That's why I don't watch the news. So I tell you all not to watch the news. Mark, listen. Okay, what about Jimmy Savile? He wasn't a gang. He was a one-man thing. And he done much more fucking damage than any of them gangs could ever do, bro. Come on. Epstein Island. Come on. Let's not get it twisted, bro. Let's not get it twisted, eh? There are good and bad in everybody, brother. They are good and bad in everybody. Yeah? There are white men that are pieces of shit. And there are good white men and good white women. There are Asian men and Asian women that are cunts. And there are good Asian men and good Asian women. There are black men and black women that are cunts. And there are good black women and good black men. Doesn't come down to the religion. It comes down to them as a person. It comes down to their moralistic values. What they value as right and wrong. And whether they will overstep the mark of what is right and wrong. Or whether they will just think, fuck it, I'll do what I want. Now that comes in all shapes and sizes, all colours of skin, and all fucking religions, mate. Yes, Jolene. It's one of them ones. I agree that anybody who's bowling around in a gang doing that kind of activity, you don't deserve jail. You don't deserve jail. If you're doing that kind of stuff, mate, it should be chopped off. See, the laws should be made more strict, and then people wouldn't do this shit anyway. Yeah? If you got caught and convicted, DNA convicted, there's no way out of it. It's not hearsay. It's actual conviction with DNA and that, yeah? Right? Right? And it's a proven conviction. You see, your phallus should get taken away. Can't do it again then, can you? How many people do you think would be fucking going around doing that shit if that was the consequence? I don't think we'd have too many. It's like knife crime, isn't it? What I said on the podcast was true. Do you know what I mean? Give them hard time. Proper hard time, though. How many of them do you think are going to be bowling around with knives when they know that they will face 5 years in the gulag? Like, how many? How many lads are going to carry a knife on the fucking road if they know if they get caught with the knife, just caught with it, they're going to do 5 years in the gulag? This is how you solve these things. This is how you stop these things. But the world's become too weak to even consider it. It's inhumane. No, it's not. No, it's not inhumane. No, it's not. If you grape somebody, that's inhumane. That's inhumane. So why are you worried about the humanity of the person that's fucking done it? Really? If you go out there purposely with a knife to stab a young lad and kill him and take him away from his family, why are we then worried about how you feel? It's all right, lads. We know why you did it. It's okay. We'll give you a 2-year suspended sentence and as much McDonald's as you can eat. It's all right, little man. Oh, come bless ya. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You fucking hell, mate, you've seen a video, him and 4 of his mates like jackals stabbing up a 14-year-old kid, but it's okay. Oh, bless ya. Fuck off. The world's fucked, isn't it? Yes, cats worldwide. I'd rather own a banking empire for a day. I could do more good with it. Don't think the presidents or the prime ministers of this world have any control, because they fucking don't. They are told what to do and told what to say. Donald Trump has no control. Donald Trump can only do what the rich elite above him allow him to do. He doesn't actually have no power. No, I didn't get McDonald's inside. No, don't be daft. No. I don't even know what prison's like now. It's been so many years since I went to prison. I'm just speculating. Do you know what I mean? That when they're in the police cells, if they want a McDonald's, the police will probably get them one. Do you know what I mean? Three laws forever, or be president for 6 months. Be president for 6 months, because I could change more than 3 laws in 6 months. I'm missing Tony. Where's he gone? Should have been gone since this morning. She went to work this morning, bro. I'll see you this afternoon. I don't really miss her that much when I see her every day, bro. What you mean? I went to bed with her last night, bro. So I don't know what you mean, bro. A motorcycle or a small car, both the same size and speed. A small car, bro, because you can do more in a small car. You've got stuff in it, you can do more. Nah, bro. It goes away next week. Oh yeah, Kev, there's loads. There's loads by me, bro. I don't mind Mox though, bro. I don't mind him. The Christian communities should get together and build more churches. I'm like agnostic, so I'm not part of any religion. But like the Christians and the Catholics should get together and build some more churches rather than moaning about it, because that's what the Muslim population do, right? They get together as a community, they all chip in to buy the land, and they build themselves a place of worship. And then Christians and Catholics are moaning and that. Well, fucking get together in your local Christian and Catholic communities, yeah? And build more fucking churches. Oh, Steve, what a question. That's a good one. Oh, fuck me. What a question, bro. That's so hard. You know something? I'd rather hit my drive perfectly straight every time, because if I did, I'd never be in an hazard. Good question though, Steve. That made me think. No, they don't, Jolene. What's vicious as fuck? Chimps. Yeah. Yeah. They are the most warlike of all 8 races. They will kill and eat the fucking own. Chimps are nuts, man. And they're fucking strong. Really strong. Really fucking strong. Like, literally. Oh. Chimps are some mean motherfuckers. They are funny. I'd rather hit a perfect swing every time, cats, because I could earn a lot more than 2 million with it. A crocodile all over a chimp? What do you mean? Which one would I own? Probably the safest thing to own would be the croc. Much safer than owning a chimp, mate. I'll say that now. Chimp's got to be one of the most deadliest fucking animals on this planet. I'd rather wrestle a croc than fight a chimp. Oh, Steve, definitely. Ain't a chimp like 2 or 3 times stronger than me? They are stronger than me, right? Or is it? No, it's not. It's 1.5 times, isn't it? I think it's 1.5 or 2 times stronger than a man. Yeah? And savage as fuck. Don't forget they have fucking teeth, mate. And they're agile and they're fast. Yeah? Crocodile, you get behind it, it's pretty fucked. You can literally, you can wrangle and dangle a croc, mate. You can fucking wrangle and dangle that can, tickle his fucking toes. Yeah. If you get behind the fucker, there's nothing you can do. With the chimp, you ain't getting behind it. You ain't getting behind it, bro. Chimps are deadly. Like a gorilla would beat a chimp just on sheer size. Yeah. But the gorilla would not voluntarily fight the chimp. No way. No gorilla would voluntarily go and fight a chimp. Because there'll be something in nature that they know. If I fight this chimp, there's going to be another 5 jump out the tree and they'll fucking kill me and eat me. Chimps will batter their own, kill their own and eat it. Do you know that? Their own family. If a chimp has an argument with his brother and he beats him to death, right, which he's quite capable of, yeah, he will eat him. Swear to God, they'll eat their own kids. Chimps are the sickest, most warlike creatures in this planet. That's why I think that our DNA is mixed with chimp DNA to create us. I think we are alien hybrids, bro. I swear, I know it's a mad one, but that's what I think. I don't think evolution did us. I think an alien came here, mixed its DNA with chimp DNA to create us. That's why we're so warlike. Because we have a chimp brain. Literally. Literally, we have a chimp fucking brain, bro. Because we're half chimp. That's why we're so sick in the head. That's why we will kill our own. We will kill our own kids and all that kind of madness. Because we're just like a chimp. But we're cleverer. It's just we're not as strong physically. I know, cats. Where's the other 2% come from, though? Cats, you've got to think about it. We can create life now. Cats, this is not fucking far-fetched. Think about it, bro. We could create a hybrid now, couldn't we? Think, bro. We could do it right now. You know we could make a man dog, yeah? A man giraffe. A man elephant. You know we could do that, right? Now. We can clone right now, bro. We can make life from nothing. We have basically become God. Because we can make life in a fucking petri dish, right? We can have it in an artificial womb, and that artificial womb will nurture the baby and then give birth to it. No human needed. Come on, bruv. And that's us now. We ain't even made it to space yet. Imagine a race that can fly through space at will. What technology they've got, what they can do. What's black sheep? Well, yeah. But I'd say, because people say you don't believe in God, right? No. No, not the gods that you lot do. No, I don't. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Allah. I don't even really believe in Odin or Zeus or Sumerian gods. All the Aztec gods. Quetzalcoatl. Don't believe in Quetzalcoatl. Right? And you can tell I know a lot of gods. I know a lot about gods. It's something I've always loved to research, right? No. Not a god. But a being maybe with so much technology, with such high technology that is that old in the universe, that would seem like a god. That's what I believe. I believe, yes, there are beings out there that have that high technology that they would seem like a fucking god. They might have even worked out the genetics of their race to the point where they never die. And they are immortal. And these motherfuckers, as mad as it sounds, I don't believe this, by the way. I'm just saying it to give you an idea. I'll give you an idea. You know Mjolnir? Thor's hammer. You all know Mjolnir, right? You all know what Mjolnir is. It's a hammer that nobody else can pick up apart from Thor, or if the hammer deems you worthy. Yeah? And it controls the weather. And he can use it to fly. Now that seems so far-fetched, doesn't it? You know, an alien race that is 1,000 years more advanced than what we are would be able to make Mjolnir. Think of any weapon you've ever seen on a film. And 1,000 years from now, we could make it. Any weapon that you've ever seen on any film. That's the fucking truth, mate. Once technology gets to a point where you don't understand it, it becomes magic. That's just how it is, mate. If we went to a planet next week, and that planet's evolution was where we was, or that species on that planet was where we was 100,000 years ago. Right, the cavemen, or the monkeys, or whatever they are. We come down in a spaceship. We fly in a big fucking thing made of shining metal. Do you know, to whatever lives on that planet, we're a god. We are God. Do you know, if you would have gone back to Alexander the Great, yeah, with a fucking machine gun, and shown him what it done, boom, he would have bowed to you. That man would have bowed to you and called you God. Because you are doing something that his brain can't even understand. He can't see what's happening. You've not thrown anything. You've created a big bang and someone's died. You're a God. That's how it works, man. I think that's probably what happened, cats. We probably started an experiment and now we got too big. Guaranteed one of us in this chat has come across UFOs. Maybe. I've never seen a UFO. I've seen things in the sky that are weird, but I cannot say that it was a UFO. Do you get what I mean? I don't know. Well, it was a UFO because to my eyes it was an unidentified flying object. Yeah, so it was a UFO to my eyes. But whether it was alien or not, I don't know. Where do we go when we die? I don't think we go anywhere. I think that's it. I think once you die, you're done. Yeah? So make the most of it while you're here. That's what I think. That's the way my mind works. Freaking ass jacked by the government. The Wendigo. It depends on what version you're talking about, bro. But these cryptids, because that's what the Wendigo is, right? Cryptid. These cryptids could have existed, could exist now. It's like fucking Bigfoot, bro. Or vampires. Or werewolves. Do they exist? No, I don't think so. But is it possible genetically for these things to exist? Yeah, of course it is. It's possible genetically for really anything to exist. You know, alien? It's possible for alien to exist. It's possible for predator to exist. Because the universe is vast, bro. And it's a massive mixing dish. Yeah? Some species get super advanced. See, I don't know whether evolution will only get to a point where you don't get high intelligence. Yeah? And then something else has to come along to the species of that planet, pick one, and create a new species with high intelligence. Like us. I've got a theory that we was created from chimps. I think maybe chimps were the top of the evolutionary chain on this planet because they've not changed in thousands of years. None of them. Gorillas are still gorillas. And have been since we've been writing time, bro. Since we've been writing records, gorillas have been gorillas. Chimps have been chimps. Macaques have been macaques. They've not evolved at all. Not at all. No evolution going at all. None. And that's from the beginning of our written records. Thousands and thousands of years. And no change. But you expect me to believe that we came from chimps. Well, if we came from apes, yeah, there would probably be no apes. Because we are the next evolution. Get your fucking head around it. Whatever ape we come from. If we come from chimp, yeah, chimp, once starting walking upright and becomes us, there is no more chimps. And don't see Denisovan, Neanderthal man, Amy, all these different hominids that we found skeletons of, right? That they say was part of the evolutionary change. Nah, how about if whatever species came here and mixed with the planet's DNA to create us, also created them? Like Neanderthal man. Would that not reasonably be made from gorilla? Gorilla and DNA from some other species would create Neanderthal, right? The biggest of the ape species. Then you got Amy and Denisovan, tiny. Wouldn't that be macaque? One of the little ape species? And if you look at us in relation to bone structure and size, we are, in relation to Neanderthal man, the same size as a chimp is to a fucking gorilla. This is my theory. And you've never heard this theory before. Never. Because it's mine. This is not anybody else's mind. This is my own mind coming up with this. No. No. It would be, there has to be some planetary adaptation to where you are on the planet over generations. There has to be. Like, if you, for instance, if the whole of the human race now, yeah, went to, like, as we are, went to another planet, right, there would be some genetic adaptation done by us to cope with whatever condition that planet was over generations. If it's really, really hot, yeah, the human body would create adaptations by making our skin pigment darker over generations. That's just something that is genetic. Genetic adaptation to environment. Yeah? So the reason we have different colours on this planet is just genetic adaptation over thousands of years. And also the fact that, you know, we all do ultimately stem from a small group. Now, who's to say those groups just through genetics was not created, yeah, and there was all slightly a different colour? Because it was created from a different animal using maybe slightly different techniques. How do we know? We don't. So, I would say that adaptation would be very genetic or done when we were made. The Earth's not flat. Well, listen, if the Earth is flat, it's the only flat plane in the whole fucking cosmos. I have a very powerful telescope upstairs, and I had one when I was a kid as well. That's why I know so much about space. Yeah? And I have looked through my own telescopes with my own fucking eyes, and everything in the cosmos is round. Everything. Everything. So that means that we are the only thing that is not. The flat earth does not work. It does not work. There's lots of things I don't believe in, but the universe, I don't believe in the Big Bang anymore. I don't. I believe something different. I don't believe in that. But the universe, as in the Milky Way, stars, galaxies, black holes, solar systems, I believe in that. And there is no solar system out there, no planetary body that is flat. It doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't work. So I don't believe the Earth is flat. And the only way the Earth could be flat, like Asgard and fucking the Avengers, because that's basically what people are saying. So basically it's like Asgard out the Avengers, right? Literally that's what it's like. If you watch the Avengers and watch Asgard, you'll see from space it's a flat plane. It's the flat Earth, but it's Asgard, right? So that's basically what people are thinking the Earth is like. Yep. No. Unless God did make it in 6 fucking days. Now, if God made this place and God is watching, and there is a God, and his son is named Jesus, or it's Allah, and he has a prophet Muhammad, or whatever you want to say, it doesn't really matter, right? If he did make this in 6 fucking days, then where is he? If this is his one creation in the cosmos that means more than any other, because we're the only one that's flat, right? Where the fuck is he? Has he died? Well, he's God, shouldn't die, should he? Where is he? Because we're fucking up his creation on a daily basis. We're destroying it. Now, if I went outside on my front garden now and I built a wall, yeah, and loads of motherfuckers come and start kicking it down, what I'm going to do is sit here, wait for them to kick it down, and not rebuild it, just leave it. Never rebuild it, never do anything with it, just let them kick it down. Let them destroy all my work and just leave it all over the floor. Of course not. And I'm just human. This is why I don't believe in God. Where is he? This is the reason why I don't believe in him. Because where is he? I believe in maybe a. So this is where people get it twisted. I believe if there is a God, as in what you lot want to call God, whatever God you believe in, yeah, and he is all powerful. He is all powerful. For you to think he's sat somewhere listening to your fucking prayers, you must think you are so important. You've got so much self-importance about you, it's unreal. What the fuck? Do you think you are that important to a being that is that powerful? That he's sat there listening to what your wants and needs are? No. He's got a cosmos to deal with. He's got billions and billions and billions and billions of planets to deal with. Trillions and trillions of species. But he's listening to you. Of course he is, man. Doesn't make no sense, does it? If there's a being that powerful, to him, you're an ant. Now, when you walk outside, do you look at the ants and the bugs and think, oh, I wonder what he's... Yo, mate, got any prayers for me today? Hold on. Can't quite hear you, little guy. What did you say? You need more Was that leaves? Was that leaves? What? Hold on a minute. No, you don't, dear. No, you fucking don't. So people want a reason why God is not listening to your prayers, not changing the world, not doing anything, but you still want to believe in God. I've just given you a reason. I've just given you your way, haven't I? You don't have to disbelieve now. You want to choose to believe in God? Choose to believe in God. It could be real. But he's not listening to your prayers. So now when you're on your knees and you're begging him and pleading and he doesn't answer you, now you don't have to get stressed. He's probably busy dealing with all the other countless fucking solar systems and shit out there to be listening to your prayer right now. He might be a benevolent God. He might be an amazing guy. He might have lots of compassion, but he can't have compassion for the trillions upon trillions upon trillions infinity life forms that he has created in the whole of the fucking cosmos, because he ain't got time. And his intelligence and his mind is so vast that you couldn't fucking comprehend it anyway. And yours is so little that he can't comprehend you. He can't even see you. You're just something that he made and then moved on to make something else. I don't believe in healing and miracles now. Everything I've just said has made me look so crazy. Well, fine. But it's like, made me look so crazy. So obviously you believe in God. So you believe that when you die, you go to a place in the sky where everybody's happy and everybody's buzzing all the time. If you've been a naughty lad, you go to a place where there's a guy sat there with a pitchfork, big horns, yeah, and he burns you for eternity. And that sounds not crazy though. It sounds proper rational, yeah? That sounds proper rational, yeah? That's rational thinking. Me talking about aliens and space and science is irrational. Do you know what I mean, right? But you talking about a heaven where everybody's happy, nobody ever gets angry, there's a big white geezer sat up there with a big white beard on a throne letting you in some pearly gates. Or you go down to his brother, right, well, a fallen angel, right, that's got fucking horns and a pitchfork and a big black beard, and he just burns you for eternity. That sounds reasonable, does it? More reasonable than an alien in the cosmos that's super powerful. What sounds more reasonable? That a geezer with a staff, yeah, parted the sea. Does that sound reasonable to you? A geezer with a staff parted the fucking sea to help a couple of thousand people escape the Egyptians, right? That's why Moses did it. Yeah, to help a couple of thousand people escape the Egyptians, right? Okay. And God gave him the power to part the sea. To do that, yeah? Okay. How about the thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of children that are dying every fucking day who haven't even got drinking water? Oh, but he can't put drinking water there, no? No. He can give a human the power to part the sea with a staff. But he can't give no little kids drinking water. Does that make sense to you? Nonsensical, mate. No point in trying to rationalise with me, God, mate, because you can't fucking rationalise it. There's no way. And you can't tell me that me talking about aliens is crazier than you talking about a fucking God. Yes, Jolene. I'm not saying God does not exist. I'm just saying if God does exist, he is that vast compared to us in intelligence and spirit and being that we could not comprehend him, and he would not even want to comprehend us. We are a creation out of his so many that he's made. Think he's got time to sit there and fucking listen to all of you? All of every creation he's ever created? No, of course he hasn't. It'll be a vast thing. Something so vast. Yes, email. Good morning, Dark Destroyer. I agree, Gary. You can't have your own facts. These are no facts from me. This is speculation. How the fuck do I know who God is? I've never met God. I don't know who he is. I don't know his existence. I'm just trying to rationalise in my own brain his existence. Even though it's probably pointless trying to do that because he's a God and I'm not. But we all try and rationalise things, right? Yeah? That's all I'm doing. I'm not telling you not to believe. I said to you not long ago, like, you don't need to you don't need to believe in God and then not believe in God anymore because he doesn't listen to your prayers. Because if he is what I'm explaining, he ain't got time to listen to your prayers. And he's probably so fucking far away that he can't hear you. He's probably in fucking another galaxy right now doing something. Or he could even be making a new universe. It's very hard to believe what you can't see. And, you know, the thing is, Jolene, I'll tell you straight, for me, so much could be stopped on this planet if he made a one-time appearance. He'd only have to make a one-time appearance. That's all he'd have to do, is make a one-time appearance in the sky to the whole world. Yeah? Without us being able to dispute it. We'd be like, that's a projection. Nowadays, wouldn't we? Be like, that's a fucking projection. No, I'm not. You're a projection. Okay, watch. Turn it from night to day. From day to night. Flip the cosmic switch. On and off. And tell us what he's going to do. I'm going to turn it from day to night. Okay? But watch. Get to watch the sun go through the sky really quick. Nobody would dispute that, bro. No one. Fast forward time, God, by 2 days. And let's see you do it. Let us stand out there while you fast forward time, yeah, by 2 days in a minute. And let's watch it. Now, we've all established you're real. Now we know you're real. Okay? What do you want us to do? Well, live to my 10 commandments, or you're all going to hell. No murder no more. No grape no more. No genocide no more. No ruining the planet no more. No destroying the ozone layer. No chopping down trees. No destroying the oceans. All stops. Fucking hell. Now, he hasn't come down here and done any of that stuff, right? So I'm not saying that God doesn't exist. I'm saying because he hasn't been here and done that, and he's far more intelligent than me, so he knows that that would stop all of the fuckery in the world. He knows that. But he hasn't done anything. So that tells me that he either doesn't exist or he's so far away somewhere else that he can't hear my prayers or nobody else's. I've always thought this, Ivor. Just because I don't think what you lot think. Bro, I'm a very big individual dude. I have my own thoughts, my own feelings, and nobody can tell me shit. I'll listen to your opinion, that's your opinion, and I'll respect it. But that doesn't mean it's mine, and you'll never, ever give me an opinion and make it mine. Ever. It's not the way my mind works. I am not a sheep. There is no sheep in me. None. I will not follow blindly anything or any ideal. Not without proof. You want me to follow you? Prove yourself to me. If God wants me to believe in him, show me. Don't ask me to blindly believe, because that's not how my brain works. That's not how I was created. I was created to question. I've said this before. God created me. If God is real, he created me. He knows my mind better than I know my mind. He created my mind. So, he created me to question him. He created me to question everything. And he's not going to hate me for that. Because he knew that that's what I was going to be like when he made me. Still speak to Mark, Scottish Mark, all the time. Yes, so. We have the power to question things for a reason. I believe that, T. God is who made you a semi-pro golfer. No, my fucking hard work did, bro. My hard work did, brother. My grinding, fucking hitting shots on the golf course, I did that. All right, bro. How you doing, my bro? What about Adam and Eve? I don't believe in Adam and Eve, bro. Ed? I don't believe in Adam and Eve, bro. Well, maybe. I do believe in the first created humans, but my creation myth is different to yours. I think we was created from a dish, a petri dish, a test tube, by some kind of powerful race that is not here no more. I don't think we're terrestrial to this planet. Not entirely. A lot of our DNA is, but not all of it. Exactly, T. Hard individual graft. Steve.
Mobiles unlimited social media is great. Because you can see everyone's holiday snaps and feel like you're there.
Light makes everything. Photons. Well, no, they don't.
The fun never ends. with unlimited social media on Voxy Mobile.
I mean, listen, photons don't even interact with matter, bro, really. You go straight through it. Photons will be flying straight through you right now. They have no mass. Photons have no mass, bro. None, zero. You could have 1 trillion photons in that much space and there would be no mass. That's why they can travel at the speed of light. Nothing that has mass can go to the speed of light. Only if you have no mass. That's why photons can do it. You know, when photons come into existence, which is light, by the way, when photons come into existence, they're already traveling at the speed of light. Do you know that? They don't speed up. They're instantly traveling at the speed of light. But we can't, because we're made of matter. So photons don't make us. Photons, yeah, it's light, but light is not what makes us. It isn't. It's other particles that make us, not light. Deal? Like I said, well, light is, like I said, it has no mass, so if you travel at the speed of light, which we can't, it would take a matter of minutes to get to Andromeda, but why? Or seconds? Well, it would, no, it wouldn't. It would take 4 years. Until it take 4 years. It's 4 light years away. So if we travel at the speed of light, it would take 4 years. It's exactly how long it would take, right? Unless we went past the speed of light. I don't think that's impossible. No, at our current, yeah, millions of years, bro. At our current speed. But if you travel at the speed of light, it's 4 light years away, isn't it? That's the speed that light travels in 4 years. So it would take 4 years, bro, to get to Proxima Centauri A and B. No. No, it wouldn't take seconds, though. No, it wouldn't. Because if it takes light 4 years to get here, we're only traveling at the same speed. Unless you're breaking the light barrier. We can't even get to the light barrier, though. Think. Well, maybe, Dylan. Yeah. Well, they don't experience time. We have made up time as a concept, right? Time is a concept, isn't it? We've made it up. It's not like a. Listen, there is not. It's not a thing, is it? So how do we know? But through mathematics, it would, from the equations that we have, it would stand to reason that if you travelled at the speed of light, it would. Well, we don't know what would happen because matter can't do it. But because it takes light 4 years to get here, through what we have created as time, our perception of the time that it would take would be 4 years. Because we created time. We created the perception that an hour is an hour, a year is a year. So we are doing the calculation based on our perception of the universe, right? That light takes 4 years to get here. So from our own perspective, it would take 4 years, would it not? Well, it should from our perspective. But when you're dealing with light and that, bro, and the speed of light, yes, things could change. It could shrink in distance. We could open a fucking wormhole. We could go straight through, we could tear straight through the fabric of fucking space, bro, for all we know. We don't know, but we'll never get there, Dill. You know that. We can't get to the speed of light. It's a universal no-no. It won't let you. Yeah, but that's only because they're in a hyperbaric chamber, is it not, Dill? So the Large Hadron Collider, the only reason they perceive it, yeah, as that, is because it's in a closed system. So because it's in a closed system, they can actually speed up. And our perception of how long it takes is our perception, which is the size of the ring. But the perception of the photon is different. But we can't become a photon, Dill. We can never become a photon. So we can never experience the distance from a photon's perspective. Think about it. Fucking hell, you've been dying for a conversation like this, haven't you? You've been dying for this conversation, bruv. Not all, T. Not all of them are dead stars. Not all of them. Some of them are. Some of them are still alive. But yeah, some of them are. Some of them, you see a star sometimes, and that fucker's been gone for millions of years. But it takes light so long to get here from before it died. You know what I mean? If it's 100 fucking million light years away, then it's took 100 million years for the light of that sun to get here. In the last 100 million years, it could have exploded. Or 2 billion light years, or whatever, however big the distance is.
AO doesn't do second best summers.
Twisted your noggin.
Run your old barbecue. Big final, get the big screen. And when the heat hits, you'll need the real deal. That's why we deliver next day, why we price match, and why we've got over 700,000 happy customers. Shop now at AO.com.
Perfect for junior football.
No, but in thousands of years we can travel at very high speeds. No, yeah, maybe, but we can't. I think it's 0.1 now, isn't it?
To level up your skills with this agility training set. Take fun to new heights in this 10-foot trampoline with safe enclosure.
Yeah, that's what it is. We're seeing it in the past. That's why, like, we can cause time dilation. So, if we travel, the faster we travel away from the Earth, Dylan knows this, towards the speed of light, yeah, to our perception, it might only be 2 days. We might only go out into the cosmos 2 days and come back. The faster we do that, though, the more time will pass on Earth. I don't know the exact equation, yeah, but like, I don't know. Say you go out for 2 years. So from your perspective, you traveling at fucking, I don't know, 0.5 the speed of light, yeah, you go out for 2 years. And it takes you 2 years to go out and come back. When you come back, 100 years might have passed on the Earth. Ain't that mad? That's fucking mad, isn't it, to get your head around that one? Well, yeah, but do you know something? With gravity and that, even though people think it doesn't exist, well, it's a word we made. So, no, it might not be called gravity. It might be called something else. But there's a force that exists that we call gravity, right? And if you can create too much gravity, you create a black hole. It's got to go somewhere, Dill. It's got to go somewhere. It's a fucking rip. It's a tear in space-time, bro. It's not exactly a hole. It's more like an extreme point of gravity, isn't it? Yeah. But because the gravity is so strong, and it will create a gravity well, as we know, Dill. But if it's a well, it goes somewhere. In theory. That is something that I'm not sure. I always believe that no other animal burned in the sun, apart from things that aren't supposed to be in the sun. Do you get what I mean? But not like burn, as in suntan burn like we do, like our skin changes colour. But I think there is some mammals that do that, you know. Don't forget, we are mixed with the DNA of a lot of mammals off this planet. But what I will say is to expand that theory. If we was from Mars, this is not a theory of mine. This is just to expand what you just said, Jolene, right? Do you know if you look at the sun, it'll burn your eyes out, right? You can't look at it directly for too long. You go blind. If you're on this planet, you will burn. If you was on Mars, you could look at the sun and it wouldn't hurt your eyes and you'd never burn. I'll let your own brain do with that what you want. It could be another universe, still. It could be another universe. The Big Bang was not the beginning. The Big Bang could have been the end of something, or it could have even been like just another universe coming into existence. don't forget we do have bubble theory, don't we, Dylan? Where you've got the multiverse. Yeah, so multiple universes, and they come into existence and they're contained within their own bubble. And next to them is another bubble with another universe. And these things are constantly being created. And our Big Bang might have just been the creation of our universe in our local bubble. Do you get what I mean? A lot of people don't know this. Me and you know all this, right? I bet you're loving this, ain't you, Dylan? I bet you're fucking loving this convo. Yeah? It's all right, Dylan's like me. We talk on Instagram and he's a space motherfucker, man. He loves knowledge. And between us, we do have quite a lot, to be fair, on this kind of subject. Yeah, Dill, you got to think, bro. It's one of them ones, bro, and it's. No, Alan. Now, yes, and that's if you're told that Mars is what it is. But I'm just going to say something here, right? Elon Musk wants to get to Mars. Elon Musk is the richest man on this planet. He can have anything he wants whenever he wants it. So why the fuck would he want to go to a barren wasteland? Don't forget, you're only told what Mars is from NASA. Mars used to be Earth-like. 100%. Dylan knows this. Mars, however many million or billion years ago, whatever it was, I don't know the exact fucking date, was Earth-like. It had rivers, it had seas, it had mountains, it had grasslands, it had forests, it had everything that the Earth's got. And something caused it to become the way it is now. So back in the day, if you were stood on Mars, you wouldn't need no protection. It had its own ozone layer, quite a thick one as well. It's not now. It's still got one, still got an atmosphere, but it's thin as fuck. Can't protect you from nothing. If we can terraform Mars, we can of course we can reform the Earth, Dill. The Earth's easy. Do you know to sort this planet out? It's easy, brother. Dill, it's easy. Take all money out of it. Abolish money. Whatever money's here, we'll keep destroying it, bro. Stop chopping down trees. Plant more. Why do you think the dinosaurs, right, had so much oxygen within the air? They had 42 fucking percent. We've got 21% now. Why is that? They had way more volcanoes going off back then than we have now. The amount of carbon being pumped into the atmosphere when the dinosaurs were alive was fucking unreal, mate. It was unreal. Do you know what I mean? That's why they had 42% oxygen in the air. You can check that out. I know my shit, man. Why? Because there was no industry. No nuclear bombs going off. No polluting the ocean. Everything worked in harmony with the planet. And the amount of carbon that the volcanoes were pumping into the atmosphere back then. But no trees were being cut down. The earth was covered in rainforests. What do trees do? They suck in carbon and pump out oxygen. So it works, man. So it's like, fucking hell. You want to know why we've got less oxygen in the air? Because of what we've done. We're pumping into the atmosphere, not just carbon. Bare fucked up shit. And we've got nothing to sort. We're chopping down the lungs of the planet. And people don't understand that it's not just the rainforests. It's the green plankton in the ocean. And we have caused that much microplastic in the ocean. We are ruining the biome. And by ruining the biome, you're destroying the green algae. And the green algae in the ocean is 50% of the oxygen production of this fucking planet. It's not the trees. That's 50%. What's on land is 50%. What is in the ocean is also 50%. Microplastic is not a myth. Is it? Fuck. No, it's not. No, it's not. You put anything in the ocean, and over time it will break down to tiny little pieces. Even metal, over a long time. Yeah? And plastic's the same thing. We're not talking like, no, I don't believe microplastic is mixing with the DNA of the water structure. But you have pieces of plastic in the ocean that are now that big. Billions and trillions of them that they can't get out. We've already done the damage. Plastic should be abolished today. Abolished. Like totally. Because it's unsafe. It's a forever chemical. Never goes away. The planet cannot digest it. The planet's enzymes cannot eat it. Yeah? You should not be fucking about with things that cannot be digested by the planet. Everything needs to be eaten for the planet to get sustenance to survive. And we are creating things that don't exist in nature. If it doesn't exist in nature, nature can't fucking break it down. If nature can't break it down, it will stay forever in some form or another. Yeah, plastic does not degrade, bro. I know what a Lamar edit is now, so I'll happily do it. Fucking Lamar edit. I know what it is now. It's that American footballer, yeah? I thought man's was trying to catch me out. I'll do it for you. Yo, Lamar. There you go, bro. That'll give you a good one. I saw somebody who'd done one when I was in Doncaster, asked me for a Lamar edit, so I put my hand to the screen. Not as good as that, though. Yeah, because I just thought, what the fuck? I thought he was trying to scam me. And I saw it, and it's actually an American footballer. Oh, it does. You burn plastic, mate. It's like burning rubber. Rubber's not as bad as plastic, though. Some things are conspiracy theories, bro, and still become fact. Of course it has, G Money Greg. Bro, of course it has. Especially the nukes, mate. Do you know how many nukes they've let off on this planet? I don't know the number, but I'm sure it's like fucking loads. I did know the number, but it's gone. Isn't it 1,000? I don't know. Somebody'd have to research that and Google that for me right now. I'm sure it's a lot though. Hundreds or 1,000 or something. I can't remember the number. The ones we've actually detonated, you know, tests to see what they do. In the Bikini Atoll and all that, yeah. Fucking hell, bro. We've unleashed some nukes on this planet, mate. Testing some serious nukage, mate. Yeah, that is a no-go. You don't do that. Oh yeah, no, rubber comes from a tree. Original proper rubber. But what we mix it with now is not rubber, is it? It does, T. Rubber comes from a tree. Rubber tree, bro. No joke. The original rubber. It's not like the rubber we use on tyres, though. Morning, Knock. Oh. No, it's not a... The ozone layer being fucked is not a myth. Bro, the jet stream and the Gulf Stream, they're being fucked up, you know. I'm not joking. Like the Gulf Stream, right? This is what the Gulf Stream is, if you don't know. And the jet stream is the opposite, right? The Gulf Stream takes warm water, yeah, from the warm places, cycles it around the planet with the cold water, and keeps the oceans in a temperate condition. So that they're not too hot, they're not too cold, they're perfect. We're fucking that up, bruv. The jet stream does the same with the air. So it basically cycles warm air and cold air around the planet to keep the average temperature of the planet to a certain degree. Yeah? So that we don't heat up too much. Right? Fucking them up, mate. Literally. You fuck up, and do you know how we fucking them up? With the experiments we're doing. The chemtrails and all the stuff, because they are real, you know. Yeah? We are doing some right fucking experiments, mate, and we're fucking it up. Once the jet stream and the Gulf Stream goes, mate, the whole planet will just go into mayhem. Oh yeah, T. Ice caps are melting. Rapid as well. Way faster than they should. About 5 times faster than they should. We've done that. Why does the jet stream always travel from west to east? Because it's a continuous circuit. So that's the way it runs. It's a continuous circuit. It never stops. If it changed the other way, some fucked up weather patterns would happen, bro. If it just stopped, yeah, and then stopped, and then started turning the other way, I don't even know what had happened, bro. Fucking tornadoes, electrical storms, mad shit. It can change. It can change. Don't forget you have the precession of the equinoxes, which is the wobble of the Earth. So the Earth, yes, it spins. It spins, right? But at the top and the bottom, it doesn't spin perfectly. It wobbles, right? It wobbles as it spins. And that wobble, if you imagine from the top, causes a circle. And that circle is, I think it's 42,000 years. Yeah? Right, the precession of the equinox is 42,000 years. It's the Earth's wobble. And when it wobbles into certain areas of the equinox, it causes the planet to be colder, hotter, weather patterns, earthquakes, all kinds of shit, right? So, pole shift, it's not possible, no. It's not possible for the Earth to do that. It's not. That cannot happen. You know that. People always worry about a pole shift. You can't go from north to south and south to north. The whole planet would have to turn upside down. It's not possible. Do you know why? Because it keeps spinning. Whenever it's spinning this way, it can't do that. It's impossible. It can't flip while it spins. The only way you could spin the Earth is if you stopped it spinning. The only way you could flip it, I mean. If you stopped it spinning and then some force turned it, yeah, then yes. But whenever it spins like that, the centrifugal force will never allow it to tip on. It won't allow it to tip on end. It just won't. Plus the orbit of the sun and the pull of Jupiter keeps it perfectly, yeah, where it needs to be. Without Jupiter, we'd be fucked. You know that. People think, nah, mate, listen, we are in orbit with the sun. Yes, we are. And the sun creates more of a pull than Jupiter. But Jupiter creates enough of a pull to keep us bang in the Goldilocks zone. Same with Mars, same with Venus. Without Jupiter, this solar system would not work the same way. It wouldn't. Trust me, you need that massive astral body out there to create enough gravity to keep us in the orbit. So if Jupiter ever goes, we're fucked. If Jupiter went, we would probably move closer to the sun. Magnetic fields flip, yeah. But the magnetic field flipping is down to the iron core, right? The iron core spins itself. But the only way that can happen is for it to spin the other way, bro. For it to flip, right? What the fuck would cause the core to spin the other way, Dill? How would that even work? That's our God looking after us, Jupiter, the god of war. Jupiter to the Greeks, the god of war. No golf today. Inverts. The core can't invert, bro. It's a solid iron core. It can't invert. It's a round, solid iron core. You can't, it's solid, bro. Our core is a solid piece of fucking iron. I mean, you can't invert that. It would become a black hole. Literally. Or some sort of mad shit. It wouldn't be the core no more. The only thing you can do with the core is spin it the other way. Or spin it upside down, or spin it downside up. You know what I mean? You can't actually invert the core. because it's a solid piece of metal.
Sim only.
The sun is like 99% our solar mass. The sun is like 90% our solar mass. What do you mean? The sun is 400 times bigger than the Earth, isn't it? Is it 400? Sure, it's 400, bro. You're talking about size. I'm sure the sun is 400 times bigger than the Earth. Exactly, I think. I'm not sure. That's a number that might not be right, but I think it might be right. I'm sure it's 400 times the size of Earth. Yes, knock. I'm glad you're enjoying it, bro. Oh, you mean turn upside down? Oh, no, you know something? I was thinking about, when you said invert, I was thinking about implode, war. I was thinking about, like, gravity imploding something into a black hole. I was just thinking of the wrong word and the wrong meaning. Yeah. So, to turn upside down, you mean? Right? Theoretically, I suppose. It is a turning ball, so it could, if it wanted to, but there'd have to be some kind of force, wouldn't there, to do it? Can't just do it by itself, surely. The core just can't just do that by itself. The core is the same as the planet, bro. So the core's spinning, right? So when something's spinning, how the fuck is that, when it's spinning like this, going to do that? Unless some force makes the spinning end over end. Yeah, it would have to turn from side to side to end over end, right? You know, like rolling a fucking golf ball or spinning a golf ball. But the difference, wouldn't it? So spinning a golf ball on the spot, but while it's spinning on the spot, then getting it to go forward end over end. Well, to do that, you'd have to have me as a force with my putter. I'd have to hit it with my putter. But then think about it. If I had the ball spinning like that, and I hit it with my putter, it wouldn't be a fucking clean transition, would it? It'd fucking wobble all over the place before it became straight. Yeah? And fuck me, that force there would tear the earth apart. I know it would. Thinking about it now, logically, I'm having to think about this now. Yeah, that would tear the earth apart, brother. But maybe, let's elaborate. Okay, let's use his brains and elaborate. The earth used to be something, the continents used to be something called Pangea, which was a supercontinent, which was a continent that was all joined together, right? Now, we theorised that it could have been a pole shift, right? But not like what you think, not upside down pole shift, just a different kind of pole shift. Or it could have been a cataclysm, a meteorite or a comet. Or it could have been a massive volcano, like a super caldera, like Yellowstone, that caused the continents to split. But what if, what you're talking about now with the core, what if the core was spinning end over end at this time, and you had a supercontinent, and then it went to spinning side to side? Well, I just said to you, the fucking force, the shaking of the earth would be mental, and that could have made the fucking continent split. Do you know what I mean? Because everything runs round the mantle, right? Yeah, the core to the mantle and everything in between. And it's fluid, right? So it wouldn't actually be like, you know, like bone on bone or metal on metal or concrete on concrete, because you have got all the layers in between, but you would still have that fucking shaking effect from the inside to the outside. It would dissipate to a certain degree, so it wouldn't rip the whole planet to pieces, but it would cause a lot of earthquakes and a lot of movement of land if that had happened before. Maybe. Would explain. It's another explanation that I've never even thought about to why Pangea became all the continents.
Perfect for junior footballers. This 8-foot by 4-foot striker goal.
You're mushies.
Every match. Create custom obstacle courses to level up your skills with this agility
Yeah, it would have.
training set.
It would have.
Take fun to new heights in this 10-foot trampoline with safety enclosure.
I'm going to go and get some more caffeine now.
Skills and And up your game with the adjustable.
Could be due to thermal changes.
Explore the full sports
Yeah, I know the core is floating on liquid.
free delivery
All
for
liquid.
orders over £20.
The liquid floats on top of the core, and the land mass, the crust of the earth, what we live on, yeah, the land, that's just all floating. But it's not really. It's not really. Well, it's kept together through gravity, and if there was no gravity, it'd just all float away, wouldn't it? Right? But it kind of is floating. The core is the core, and then you got loads of like magma and all kinds of shit that's also moving around the core. And then you've got the fucking landmass that's moving around all the magma and everything else that's underneath us. It's all a bit mad, ain't it? It's all a bit fucking mad, ain't it? No need. Had 5 or 6 so far. Yeah, tectonic plates, isn't it? The tectonic plates, obviously, the way they work is, you know, they fold into each other effectively, deep underneath the ocean. And, you know, you have the continental lag lines, and like when we have earthquakes, so imagine, I don't know, Europe, and underneath the ocean, Africa. Yeah, this is how it works. So one folds underneath the other. It's linked. This is like, the way to explain this is underneath the ocean. So the land masses that you see on top, Africa and Europe and all that, yeah, that's just the top. Imagine that's the top of an iceberg. If you look at an iceberg underneath the ocean, the top is just the top. No matter how big it is, underneath is fucking way bigger. Yeah? So imagine it a bit like that. And all these tectonic plates that are effectively, one will be sitting on top of another one. They are like the patchwork quilt of the earth. So imagine getting like a tea towel. Yeah? And all of these lines here, yeah, these are all underneath the landmass, which is here. And all these fucking lines here, right, they fold into each other like that. And that creates the stitching of the fabric of the land masses and keeps them all together, right? Yeah, it's like stitching. And they're literally, with the force of gravity, they're like stitched together. When we have earthquakes, they're doing this. That's what causes earthquakes. Rubbing of tectonic plates. Yeah, rubbing movement. That's what causes earthquakes, right? Imagine if from the core, the energy that comes up is that great that rather than just moving them like this, it just fucking separates them. Because I've been thinking about this for the last 5 minutes now, about this theory of maybe having a core shift in the past. Mate, it just stands to reason. If you've got force pushing down and force pushing up and keeping it in equilibrium, and they just move occasionally because of the movement of the core and the movement of the crust and the movement of the magma, and we get earthquakes. Imagine a force coming from the bottom though. Yeah? Not being kept in equilibrium, not a force from the top and not a force from the bottom, a bit like Jupiter and the sun. Isn't that mad? Thinking about this now, it's the same kind of force. So you've got Jupiter keeping us and the sun keeping us in orbit. So imagine now, yeah, you've got these tectonic plates that are staying perfectly in line through the gravity of the earth, through the pull of the core, but also the push of the crust. Yeah? Imagine when you've got a force being blown outwards. Them tectonic plates would be fucking blowing outwards. They'd come apart. And if they came apart, the landmass would come apart. Whoever gave me that theory earlier, good fucking theory that. It was nice to work it out in my mind and work it forward with you all. What's the second podcast? Oh, it's the one I've been planning for months, bro. Mental health and stuff like that. I'm not sure when it's going to be. It's down to the guy, not me. But do you remember when I said to you months ago that I was going to go and play golf with somebody on camera, talk about mental health and stuff like that? That one probably is going to be at the end of July, beginning of August, I think. It's the one I've been, like, the one I did with the lads was good. I enjoyed it. But that was more of a recent development, really. The one that's been in the pipeline for a while, about mental health and stuff, suicide and some hard-hitting topics, may actually be happening in the next couple of months. I'm playing golf with the guy, so we are doing it on a golf course. I think it'll be a good flowing conversation on the golf course while we're playing. Do you know what I mean? So I think it'll be a very unique podcast, to be honest. Very unique. A unique environment to have a podcast, a unique subject matter that I haven't really spoken about before, but it might be quite hard hitting. I'm just going to warn you. Yeah, like there probably will be some comedic moments in there, but it depends what we're fucking talking about, doesn't it? There's not going to be no comedic moments if we're talking about like suicide and stuff. So this podcast, when it happens, may be a bit more hard hitting than any podcast I've ever done, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing, by the way. I just think it will be. Fuck me, it's been in the pipeline for months, this. Well, this one's in North Wales. So this one's in North Wales, this podcast. I'm looking forward to doing it, if I'm being honest with you, because it's been a long time coming, isn't it? It's been a long time coming. Just got to finalise it and get it done. But it will be different to the one I've just done. There won't be no fucking stupidness in there. I mean, the one I did was just for pure banter, wasn't it, really? I did speak about knife crime, and that was a bit serious. I was being honest there, but a lot of it was just for banter, really. It was a lot of a banter podcast, wasn't it? It was just for me fucking about. How are you, Husky? If they couldn't tell I was having a giggle, bro, then they don't fucking know me. Yeah, I was having a proper giggle on that podcast, mate. There was nothing serious there, mate. It was just me having a fucking piss take and a giggle. And anybody who fucking thinks it was serious, Jesus Christ. You don't know me, do you? I mean, it was just for shits and giggles, bro. It was a laugh that part. Well, obviously we spoke about knife crime and stuff, which is not shits and giggles, is it? But anything we spoke about serious on there wasn't much. Yeah, it was obviously a serious conversation, but the majority of it was just shits and giggles. You know what I'm like nowadays. I don't take things too seriously, man. I can do shits and giggles. It's quite easy for me nowadays, isn't it?
Previously, the last lights we had were some halogen systems. They were huge. They used loads of electricity. When looking to try and find.
And I've got to respect the lads for just the subject matter.
The brief from George Sports was to use the new line of light.
What about the podcast I've just done?
The JCC line of
Loads of people thought it was all serious. Why so serious, though?
The light design team came in and did a site survey. They evaluated the lights that were in here historically.
The building's originally a car showroom, so we've never had great ceiling height, and trying to display them in the best possible way is just difficult.
And what they did is they upgraded the lighting to the new linear line of light system. And they
I'm great, how are you?
with some high output track fittings.
Oh, you're on about in the title? It's the podcast I was talking about ages ago, slapping a bird's arse. Remember when I said I was going to go on that podcast for mental health and stuff? And play golf with the guy and stuff? It's just about that one. That's the next one coming up. I don't know exactly when, but it will be coming up. And yeah, that's the next one that's in the pipeline. But I've had that in the pipeline for months now.
Lighting the shop that dealt with the height we had and also didn't break the bank in terms of the energy efficiency of the building.
By upgrading the lighting.
I'm not going to tell you the channel yet. I'll tell you when it's out. I didn't tell you the channel of what I did this one on, did I, until it was out. But once it's out, obviously I'll tell you all the channels so you can go and watch it. Bro, it's be about mental health and suicide and stuff though, so it's going to be a bit more serious. Do you know what I mean? Playing golf while we do it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a decent environment to do it in, but we're going to be playing golf and talking about these subjects while we play golf. So it'll be an unusual podcast really, but it should be a worthwhile one. As soon as it's done, everybody on YouTube will know where it is. You know what I mean? And who I'm doing it with. Like I said, it's been on the cards for months, bruv. I think it's going to be the end of July, beginning of August, I think. I think.
It's all done, the difference was almost immediate. Really, we noticed that the clothes.
But it's not my podcast, so do you know what I mean? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know when it's going to be finalised. It's not my podcast, is it? But once it is finalised, I'll tell you.
We're so happy with how the line of light works in here.
The person whose podcast it is sometimes comes into my chat. It's not on the dark side, by the way, before you even thinking it's no, it's not on the dark side. But the person whose podcast it is sometimes comes into my chat. That's all I will say. Peaky Blinders is good, man. It does, T. No, it's not Joe Rogan, mate. I've never seen Joe Rogan in here. I fucked up my throat from singing yesterday, man. For me, T, I'm kind of like, for me, I'm not really, I'm all right now, innit? Because I don't have to worry about that feeling jacked or not, you know, feeling as big as what I should do or any of that. Because I don't train. I only train for golf now, don't I? So it's not really about size for me anymore. It's just about staying strong and agile, really, innit? But I do understand what you and Husky are on about. But he is jacked, he. All right, Jolene. Husky's partner is jacked. Proper jacked. He's a big lad. Do I take acid? No. Take magic mushrooms sometimes. But not acid. I ain't played a game on my PlayStation for fucking ages, bro. I swear I ain't. I've been busy. Just busy every day, bro. Like you guys, if you don't see me, I'm doing other stuff, man. Cameos and stuff like that. I'm just fucking busy. Or I'm playing golf for content, or I'm with the lads making content for golf. It's just like fucking never ending, bro. I haven't even had time to sit down and just enjoy my PlayStation, you know, bro. Swear to God. Like today, I'd love to just sit here now, you know, and just mong out on a game. I really want to play Ghost of Tsushima. And I do want to play my golf game a little bit. Do you know what I mean, right? But I just ain't got the time, bro, at the moment to sit there and just dedicate 4 hours to it. You know what I mean? Yes, Alan. My golf handicap is 12, bro. Yeah, I know bigger Rex is a thing, Husk. I know that. I've never been, I don't think I've ever been big enough. I have been fucking big, like, but not to like that bodybuilding standard big, really. I just hope you don't get any long puts during the podcast. Dan, the host, will be talking about how they're nearly off themselves. You get a 40-foot putt. It's a bit harsh, mate, but you know what I mean? No, I won't. I'll be hitting some long putts, brother, I always do. You can't stop me with that putter, mate. I'm like Harry Potter and his wand. I'm not joking with you. I can Expelliarmus the ball into the hole. The pipes are calling, mate.
Maria realized she booked the wrong holiday dates online. Fortunately, her travel company uses Zendesk, which means a Zendesk AI agent fixed the problem in no time at all. That made Maria happier.
Oh, fucking hell, Husk.
The head of customer service happier.
Shredding that is not good. I've never done it, but Tony has.
It's hard to tell.
And I had to carry her back from the fucking, we went snowboarding and she ripped that. And I had to carry her back, man. She was in some right pain. Putting's the best part of my game, yeah. Putting is what I do best. And it's something that I can say without no, like, you know, dodginess on my face, that I am very good. Like, extremely good at putting. It's something that I'm just very good at. I'm not so good. If you put me on shit greens, yeah, like winter greens or greens with bobbles and holes all in them, I'm not very good. You put me on true greens though, and the faster they are, the better I am. Like you could have the most, you could put me on the fastest greens in the world, and I will hole out more putts than if you put me on a winter slow green. It's that simple. Because I work, when the green is pure, the way I work things out, my line's always pretty much bang on, man. Do you know what I mean? So you put me on pure greens and nothing stopping my ball going in. There's nothing along the path that can do it. So I play very well on pure greens. Pure fast. The faster the better. As Pro Bro would tell you. I mean, Pro Bro's working, so you'll be in and out. But if Pro Bro was here, Pro Bro would tell you, nah, the faster the green, the better Danny is. And it doesn't matter, give him lightning greens and he'll fucking master them. It's just what I do best, bro. If I could play with my putter all the way around the fucking course, I'd smash it. Is it natural or do I... When I was younger... listen, when I was younger... Putting was my weakest part when I was young. When I started when I was young, putting was my weakest part. When I first ever started playing golf, I could hit the ball far and well and everything when I was young. Even when I first started, I could hit the ball well. Trust me, right? But putting was always my weakest part, up to probably the age of about 12 and a half. At 12 and a half, because putting was my weakest part, I knuckled down, and I basically spent hour upon hour upon hour upon hour on the putting green. And what I used to do was, in a circle around the hole, I used to put balls in a 3-foot circle, more in a 5-foot circle, 7 foot, 9 foot, 12 foot, 15 foot. In a big circle, loads of balls, right? And I would stay there until I put them all out. And then I got to a point where I'd give myself a certain amount of lives for each circle. Yeah, 3 foot, no lives, 5 foot, no lives, 7 foot, no lives. Yeah, if I missed one, I'd start again. Then once I started getting to the outer distances, I'd give myself a few lives here and a few lives there. I did that a lot, bro. My putt path, I worked on like you would not believe. If you watch me, my putt path now, it's perfectly straight, yeah? There's no in to out, there's no out to in, there's none of that shit. It's very straight. That's work, mate. That's fucking work. And then when it came to learning how the greens move, bro, I tried so many different techniques, and I got to a point where I just started working out mathematically myself. Yeah, and I do work it out mathematically. Now, when I'm on camera and I've got the mic on, sometimes I'll talk what I'm thinking, so you can hear me. So you can hear the way I'm working it out. So I'm on the mic. So I'm like, the want to know how I work it out? I'll voice what I'm thinking. But normally what you've heard me voice on here, when I'm putting, yeah, right, the angle, the percentage, the degree, and you're listening to me work it out, I'm doing that in my head, but silently. I don't talk it normally, but if I'm on the mic, I'll talk it so you guys have an idea of what I am thinking. It's the only reason I do it. But whatever you've heard me say, I think. That's how I think. So it gives you an idea, right, of the depth of thought that goes into every put, even though it's done within 5 seconds. All them calculations are done. When I'm not voicing them, they're done so much quicker because it's just done in my head. And you know yourself, if you're talking something through, it takes longer than just working it out. I don't know, the least puts I've had on 18 holes. It is all geometry and angles and percentages, Alan. I agree. No way, Alan. Pool's brilliant. Air hockey's fun. What's the best greens I've put it on? The best or the fastest? Do you want the best or the fastest? That course in Tenerife, they was fast, man. And they were mint. But I would say the best greens that I've put it on, for condition and just the way they are and the way they look, is Newquay Golf Course. And I've played some right golf courses, mate, in my life. But Newquay, mate, them greens are fucking something else. Then the fast, they're not lightning, but they're fast, yeah. But it's not, I like fast greens, yeah, so that's probably why I enjoyed them so much. But, bro, I'm telling you now, it's the way they are. It's the grass that's used. It's how spongy they feel underneath your feet. It's the perfection of them. Do you know what I mean? Newquay Golf Club is my favourite golf course in the UK. And I've played loads. I have not played one golf course yet that I like more than fucking Newquay. Newquay's, it's amazing. Yes, Isuf. I'm British. By the end of this year, I'd like to be off between 8 and 10. Dan thinks I'll be lower, but ProBro thinks I'll be lower. But I'm just going to go for 8 to 10, and I'll be happy. Just knock a couple of shots off my game. I think I will. I think I've set myself a very easy target there. Yeah, but fuck it. I don't want to set myself something too outrageous. Let's set something reasonable and something that you can actually aim for, Danny. Rather than being like, yeah, I'm going to go down to a 4 handicap by the end of this year. It's unattainable. Too much pressure on myself. Fuck that. I haven't played St Andrews, no. Do I eat beans on toast? Yeah. Like beans on toast. Oh, Husky, I'm not really looking forward to Mr. Husky taking me in the gym, to be fair. Fucker's going to kill me. But I'll get him back when I take him in the sea. Payback will be fun. Especially after that fucker kills me in the gym. In fact, I think I'm taking him in the sea first. Because I swear to God, after he's done had me in that gym for fucking 2 hours, I ain't going to be able to fucking move, mate. I played it, Sean. Ha! Bro, I've played it. I played it, bro. You're about the one with the beautiful white clubhouse. It's like something out of America, innit? There's 2 courses there. There's the one at the top, and then is it called the church course? I can't remember. But I played it, bro. I played St. Million. That's in Cornwall, yeah? I played it. Last time I was there. Yeah, I played it, bro. I played it. Beautiful fucking place. Yeah, you drive up into the car park. It's like a big square car park, and you've got the white clubhouse in front of you. And it's like some Augusta-looking shit. I mean, yeah, I've played there, bro. Fucking wicked place, bro. Loved it. Fucking loved it. I think the only reason why I like Newquay more is because it's on Fistral Beach, innit? So because it's on Fistral Beach, the view is my happy place, innit? So imagine when I'm playing golf looking at my happy place. I think that's probably got a lot to do with it. I've not played off the blues. I played off the blues at Newquay. I played off the blues at Newquay. I went round in 84, which is not bad off the blues because that motherfucker's far, bro. Have you played Newquay? Have you played it off the blues? Have you played that par 3 where you got to hit it over the fence, bro? It's like 240 fucking yards, bro. You remember at Newquay? So do you know that one that you play off the blues and it's the par 3 and you've got to hit it over the fence, bro? There's like a fence you've got to hit it over. Yeah, it's like 240 something yards in it. When it was last time I played it, that was a monster. I parred that, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't get on the green in one. I chipped on close and parred it. Yeah, but fuck me, bro. I stood on the tee and I was like, it's a fucking par 3. Yeah, sure. Newquay's my favourite course. It's the view and the greens. You know yourself. You know that spongy feeling on the greens, but they're so beautiful. There's not a mark on them, and they're true as fuck. Yeah, that's why I look. And the tees are immaculate. I even like the buggies. They have the GPS on in it. 11th par 4 360. Which one's that 11th? I can't remember all the holes, but I've only played it twice. The firm right up in the summer. Yeah, I played it. I played it in the summer. Do you know what I mean? Bro, I loved it. I love Newquay. Yeah, foamy greens. Yeah, that's the best. They're not foamy. No, they're not foamy, bro. They're like, I don't know, spongy when you walk on them. Yeah, it's like a weird grass. It's hard to explain. I've never walked on a green like it. It's really hard to explain. But they're firm and they're true. '11th, that's the hole you said was a par 3. It was a par 3, bro. Definitely a par 3. Unless it's a par 4 off the blues. Hey? No, it's a par 3, bro. I know it's a par 3. Because I went 3 wood, over that fence, just before the green, just off the green, chipped onto the green, put it out. And I can't hit my 3 wood like 360 yards, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, but wind was in my face. I'm sure it was 240 or something, bro. It's a par 4. Can't be that old. What par 3s is it? Or is that's a par 4, is it? Well, how the fuck did I clear the fence on my 3 wood then, bro? I mean, I could be remembering it wrong, bro, because obviously I'm not a member there, am I? Yeah? How the fuck did I clear that fence on my 3 wood then, bro? Because that's right before the green, isn't it? You know what I'm on about? Yeah, I cleared that fence, bro. Yeah, Alan, just like that, yeah. Yeah, low me. Yeah, just like that, Alan. Because I cleared that with my 3 wood, brother. I don't know how I did that. I mean, that must have been over 300 yards then with that 3 wood. I thought it was a par 3, bro. 2nd, 7th, 9th, 14th, and 16th for par 3s. But that one with the big fence is a par 4. I thought I must have birdied it then. Why did I think it was a par 3 then, bro? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've got to be right, bro. Because there's only fucking one hole with a fence, isn't there? Before the green. It's a big fucking fence as well. Yeah, there's only one hole like that, bro. I'm not playing today, buddy, no. Yeah, Sean, I think I had wind cutting across. I'm sure it was slightly in my face though, bro, cutting across. But I'd do it the ball far, like, it was my 3-wood that I hit it with. I can remember the club I used, it was my 3-wood, it was not my driver, it was my 3-wood. But that old 3-wood of mine, I can hit that 300 yards at will. So if I had a bit of wind and I got it nice and high, and then it was like coming across, and it wore as much in my face, it was slightly behind me, I felt it a bit wrong. Yeah, I could fly that. I could definitely fly that. Because I can hit it just so far, innit? It's like, fucking hell. Like yesterday I had 200 with the wind in my face and the distance and the uphill. I had about 260, 70 yards to that fucking pin, mate, on that par 5. And I went over the back of the green with my 3-wood. And I did it. Should have used my 5-wood or my 3-iron. Yeah, and I probably would have been right by the fucking hole. Oh, Alan. No, you know, Alan, you've watched me play golf. You're not the only one. Husky knows this, innit, Husk? I am Tarzan, mate. I'm fucking Tarzan, mate. Man's always in the trees. I tell you what, though, I can play some fucking shots out of them, though, right? You see me in some trees sometimes, and you're like, there's no way he's getting that on the green. And on the green it goes. Do you know why? Because I'm always in them. Practice makes perfect. I know, Husky. If there's a tree, I'm fucking going to hit it. I'm saying. And you know when I walk into the trees, yeah? I'm not joking. Listen to this. Husky, I swear to you. Yo, chat. I play with people all the time, right? And they go into trees, and they'll always have, like, a shot or something they can do, yeah? Have you noticed when I go into trees, man, I go into a place every fucking time that makes it the most difficult thing ever. Like, it's like, I've got 3 trees to go around and 2 to go over. It's like, are you taking a piss? If my brother had gone in these trees, it'd be in that spot right there, where it was all clear, and he could take a full shot and it was sweet, but now not me. Put me right behind the motherfucker. Yeah, next time I'm in Nuki, we'll definitely have a knock, bro. My favourite course, I'd love it. Yeah, they do, Alan. They do. They do. They fucking do. For me, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. It's like, Joe, if I had a round where I didn't go in any trees, I think I might have an heart attack. Or I'd be on the last tee and my mind would actually aim at the trees on purpose because it would feel bad that it's not been in the trees today. I can imagine it, you know. I'm stood on the 18th tee. I'm talking to chat. I'm like, I ain't been in the trees all day. Not been in one tree today. Not one tree. And everybody's like, Danny, you're hitting the ball too good. You ain't going in no trees, bro. Nah, of course I'm not. Everything's been straight down the middle. The last hole, my mind just aims me right. And people in the live, I'm not talking to you, but you can see what I'm doing. And you're like, he's aiming at the trees. Why is he aiming at the trees? Why is he aiming at the trees? Into the trees. I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? Fuck chat. Fuck chat. Oh, fuck chat. Do you know what I mean? And then chat's going, Danny, you just aimed at him. Danny, we saw you aim at him. Danny, you actually aimed at the trees, Dan. Yeah, there's no tree at Nuki, bro. No trees. Yes, T. Kenny. Yeah, you can talk it into being, Alan. You can talk, listen, you can talk your game into being bad, bro. You lose confidence and lose the positivity. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's really confidence, you know. Like, I won't do this no more because I'm being too hard on myself. I have been for too long, bro. Listen, I'm an amateur golfer. I'm trying to do the best I can. That's all I can do. My dad used to say it to me. I was thinking about it the other day. That's why I was so happy when you saw me play yesterday. Even if I played a bad shot, bruv, I was just happy as fuck. Didn't affect me, did it? Because my dad's words are there now. Son, you can't change the shot that you just took. All you can do is make your next swing the best swing you can. You can't even worry where the ball goes. Once you've hit it, you have no control over the ball. So, son, listen to me. Just get over the ball and focus on this very shot. Don't think about the next one. Don't think about the one before. Don't worry about where the ball goes. You just try your very best to make it a very good swing. That's all your job is, son. Every time, get over the ball and just make it a good swing. And if it goes somewhere you don't want it to, it doesn't matter. Next time you get to the ball, make it a good swing. Now, I've got that in my head now. And it's took so much pressure off me. Do you know what I mean? So much. That's why I was so buzzing yesterday on the go. I'll be like that all the time now. All my fun factor will come back. You know what I mean? Because I'm not playing for £1 million. I'm just trying to get better. And I won't get better if I go from positivity to negativity. Because as soon as you go to negative thought pattern, you lose confidence in yourself and your ability to do certain things. And if you lose confidence over the ball, you ain't never going to hit it right. It's that simple. So you keep yourself positive all the way around. Just shot to shot to shot. Doesn't matter where it goes. Doesn't matter where you end up hitting it from. Doesn't matter. Just play that shot to the best of your ability. Then play the next one to the best of your ability. And the next one. Just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Yeah, be in the moment, Alan. Just be in the moment. Exactly, Husk. Just enjoy it. I mean, when he was on the floor crying with laughter the other day, I wish I would have been more in that moment. I'm a bit gutted, Husk, that I hadn't come to this conclusion before that game. Because I would have been in the moment as well, man. And I would have been just rolling all around the floor. Do you know what I mean? After I'd tried to get out of that bush. Yeah. Because it was such a comical moment. But maybe my reaction, because I was so stressed, made it funnier. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it was fucking, man, that was hilarious. But I watched that back 5 times in a row and laughed at every single fucking time. I'm being very overcritical, yeah. Yeah, the most important thing, Sean, is your next shot, not the one before. That don't matter. That don't matter. I'm in the trees. Well, I love being in the trees. I'm Tarzan. I agree, Alan. Yeah, your hardest opponent is always yourself, unless you're playing any of them boys. You're playing any of them boys, and then, yeah, it's... I'll tell you straight, I'm not joking with your question. Me and Tony will meet Husky and a fella at one point. I've seen Husky's fella now. He's built, man. He's going to hurt me. More fucker's going to hurt me, man. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I'm taking him bodyboarding. Right, so I get my revenge, man. Trust me. When I take him deep in that ocean, mate, it's going to be like, Danny, where are we going? Keep coming, lad. Danny, this is deep. Keep coming. Danny, we're gonna drown. No, we're not. Keep coming. Danny, them waves are huge. Keep coming. Follow me. But when we're doing the gym, that's his domain. Yeah, that's his domain. I'm only going to give him 2 muscles to hit. Right, I'm just going to say, listen, you can hit these 2 muscles. All right, lad? No more than 2, though, because I need to be able to function. I need to be able to function after this, lad. I'm a golfer. You're not allowed to kill me. Yeah.
Putting mobiles on limited social media is great. Because you can see everyone's holiday snaps and feel like
Social media is my job, mate.
yeah, and it's only a tenner.
The fun never ends with
He's not allowed to break me, Husky.
Boxy Mobile. Selected social apps and users.
He's not allowed to. He's not allowed. No, I'm not going to drown him. He'll love it. He's very physical. He'll love it, man. And I'll be there to look after him. Nothing will happen to him. Nothing will happen to him with me in the water. I am very, very adept in the water, bro. Nothing. I'll look after him, man. Proper look after him. I won't catch a wave when he catches a wave. I'll have to teach him how to catch waves first, but if he picks it up quick, yeah, then I won't catch a wave if he catches a wave. I don't do that when I'm out in the water with someone. When you bodyboard, so me and Elliot in Newquay, he's a surfer, I'm a bodyboarder, right? But we both like, I'm a big wave bodyboarder, so I'm out with the surfers. So I go out with Elliot, yeah? If Elliot catches a wave, I don't catch the wave in case he gets wiped. If he gets wiped, which is quite easy, yeah, then I'm hovering over where he's gone under. And I know the amount of seconds I need to count in my head before I have to jump off my own board and dive down to make sure he's okay, which I've never had to do, by the way, yeah? So it's like 30 seconds. In my head, I'm counting 30 seconds. In 30 seconds, if the person has not come up to the surface, I'm diving down and I'll bring them to the surface, right? So nothing can happen, man. Nothing. When you bodyboard, it's different with me. Like with Huskies, if I'll explain this to him anyway, Husky, yeah? But with me, it doesn't matter. If I catch a wave and he wants to catch the same wave as me, fine. Do you know what I mean? But I'll be catching the biggest, hardest, nastiest waves there. So it's up to me if he wants to catch one. Yeah, but I will have him on some exciting waves. And if you get wiped on a bodyboard, I've got 2 professional bodyboards, Husk. He just needs a wetsuit. Yeah? But I've got 2 professional bodyboards, man, so he can have whichever one he wants. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, listen, I could have him knocked out on my back and swim him half a mile back to the fucking beach, mate. I'm very strong in the water, man. Very, very strong, bro. I've been doing this all my life. Fucking Bauer turbos. No way. Blast from the past then, bro. Bro, there's nothing to be scared of with the sea. You never, listen, you don't treat it like a twat. You have to respect the sea, bro. If you respect the sea, and you understand the warning signs and what the sea's trying to tell you, or what she's trying to tell you. I call the sea a she. Yeah, mother sea, right? So if you pay attention and you know what to look for, you won't get caught in no rips and you'll be safe. And if you don't challenge the sea, you shouldn't challenge the sea, right? Because the sea will win that fucking fight. Yeah, and you'll probably drown. So for me, I'm very safe, even though it's crazy what I do. And I catch some big waves, biggest waves I can, yeah? There's always, it's a calculated risk. Do you understand? If I'm out there and I see a certain wave formation that I know is not advisable to take, I won't take it. I know what waves are suitable, yeah, to take and what aren't. It's always a calculated risk. Anything can go wrong when you're in the water. And things have nearly gone wrong for me a few times. I've nearly died a few times, I have, in the water. But I don't really have anybody watching me the way that I watch them. Do you know, I've never had anybody, yeah? My son, right, nearly died next to me. But he didn't really, yeah? Because he was in a safer zone than me. But it panicked him a bit. I was in a bad zone. I was in the drop zone. He was about fucking 20 yards in front of me. Yeah, so he got hit with the waves, but not like I did. I got hit with them breaking on my fucking face, mate. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I got badly done that day. 3 times in a row. That's scary. That's the most scariest experience I've ever had. And I've had some bad ones. I've had some bad wipes where I've hit the surface that hard and skipped across it like a rock and then been slammed. Yeah, that hurts. That fucking hurts, mate. That's happened about 10 times to me. I've been smashed off the deck. Now, bear in mind, I'm deep, man. I'm about 200 meters off the shore at least, yeah, to catch the bigger waves, right? So when you're getting slammed in that water, imagine the force of the thing that's slamming you off the deck, man. I mean, Ethan's been slammed. Ethan's been slammed a couple of times. Not as many as I have, but he's been slammed a few times. If he was sat next to me now, he'd tell you. He'd be like, yeah, I've been slammed. He gets slammed off the fucking ocean floor, bang. It's like fucking rough, bruv. Yes, so there is dangers to it. And when you get wiped out, it's very much like this. If you fight it, it'll be worse. See, when I get wiped out, I just curl in a ball and just let it do what it's doing. I just relax, man. Hold my breath and relax. Because what'll happen is you get wiped, then you get turned back under the wave. And as you get turned back under, you start to spin. Now, it depends on how violent the wave is and how much pressure at the back of the wave there is. If there's a lot of pressure at the back of that wave, yeah, you are going to get dragged down and spun. So you get dragged down and spun at the same time. You can go quite deep, you can go all the way to the bottom if it's shallow enough or the wave's big enough. But you get sucked to the back, the vacuum effect brings you down and spins you. Like a washing machine. It's funny as fuck. And then it either spits you out the back or it rolls you forward. Now, if it spits you out the back of the wave, you're sound. Yeah, that's normally what happens. A bad wipe is when the wave doesn't spit you out the back, it keeps you with the wave, and it breaks more than once, and you're in the middle of the wave, man. Do you know what I mean? And you get broke with it. Imagine that. You know what I mean? You are part of the wave, like you are breaking like the wave. Boom, roll. And then you're like, I'm going to get spat out the back. No, fuck, that's breaking again. It'll pick you up and it'll slam you. Do you know, I swear, it's fucking mental. It's brilliant. It's like the adrenaline rush of it. That's why I do it. I do it for the adrenaline rush. And when you catch a wave, a good wave, and you catch it perfectly, I've said this, anybody who bodyboards big waves knows this is how it is. You carve left or you carve right, and then you do whatever tricks you're going to try and do, yeah? You go down the face of the wave, right? You get to the bottom of the wave, you lean into the wave, get your shoulder right into the wave, and then you go back up the wave. And you can ride it for quite a while, yeah, if it's breaking good. Or you can choose to take the drop. Now, the drop is the fucking most exciting thing about bodyboarding. So say if you've got a 10-foot wave, it doesn't seem high, but 10 foot is about the height of my ceiling, right? Now, when you're paddling towards the wave, bear in mind your chin is on the water. So when you look up like that 10 foot, it's a big wave, and it's a wave. So it seems more than 10 foot, even though it's 10 foot, but it seems a lot more because it's just like the sun goes and everything. You're like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean, right? Now, when you're paddling out through waves, you can't go over them. You'll never get out, and you'd get slammed all over the place. You duck dive. So you paddle towards the wave, and you go straight through the fucking thing. Well, underneath it. So you come to the wave, you go underneath, and out the other side. That's how you get out to them. Unless you can do that, you won't get out, right? Then when you catch a wave, so when you're catching a wave, for anybody who ever wants to try and do this, it's wicked, this is. You want to learn bodyboarding by jumping onto waves by the seashore, right? Don't go out deep until you know how to catch a wave and you've been doing it a little bit, because you'll probably die, yeah? It's not a safe sport if you don't know what you're doing. After a while, when you get good and you can catch a wave at will by jumping onto it, then go out a little bit deeper, but you want fins. There are bodyboarding fins, okay? I've got 3 sets upstairs, but you buy bodyboarding, you want fins, because as soon as you go out your depth where you can't stand up, you need them, all right? Yeah? When you catch a wave, when you first catch waves, you will catch them probably, usually, when I'm trying to teach people, they're always catching the white water. So do you know when it breaks and you've got the white water, you'll end up catching that. And it's shit, really. Yeah, you get propelled forward, you'll be on your board, and to begin with, it'll be quite exciting because you've never caught a wave before. So it'll be quite exciting for your first few times. But after a few times of catching the white water, you're going to get a bit bored, really. Then you've got to catch it a little bit earlier. So rather than it coming up and breaking and then you catching the white water, you've got to catch it as it comes to the top. If you do that, what'll happen is you'll come up the wall of the fucking wave a little bit. So you'll be halfway up the wave, say, and then it'll break with you halfway up, and you'll get a much more initial burst of speed, right? It'll be way more fun because you get a way better initial burst of speed. And don't forget your chin's on the water, so it feels a lot faster than what you're actually going, yeah? Then, more advanced now. So then you've got to learn to catch the wave just before it breaks, just before it tops. And then you'll get pulled further up the wave to maybe 3/4 of the height of the wave. And then you'll get more forward momentum when it breaks, yeah? Because as it breaks, it'll push you forward with it and then drag you down the wave. So you'll go down the wall of the wave. The more wall of the wave you've got, the more speed you can gather. This is not easy to do, by the way. This takes ages to master this. Now me, the way I do it, is I catch the wave when it's here. It's not even got nowhere near the top. It's only half formed, but I'm very fast. So I'll lay there on the water, and as the wave starts to pick up, and it's literally 10, not even 10 meters from me, about 7 meters from me, I'll turn on my board and I'll accelerate. Fast, both arms, both feet. It's like, if you see it, it's like a hurricane, mate. I swear, I accelerate quick. Yeah, because I've been doing it for years. And I'll catch the wave before it even forms. So this is what will happen. As the wave goes like that, I'm now on the wave. The wave will take me all the way to the top of it as it breaks. Now I'm there. As the wave's about to break, I'm on the top of that fucking white water that's about to break. Now I have a choice here. I can go cut left or right, like lean left or right, yeah, and go through the wall of the wave and go down the face of it really fast, and then follow the wave for a bit. Very fun. Get some fucking speed, mate, yeah? Or, as I'm at the top, I can take the drop. You shouldn't really take the drop, not on a 10-footer, because you've got to imagine, so you ramp off the wave, because you've got the speed and momentum of the wave. So as it breaks, you fucking come off it, in front of it. When you land, this is the most, I'll explain what happens. So you come off it, 10 foot in the air, and you land, bang, chest on the board. Don't forget it's your chest on the board. So you're landing from 10 foot, and you land with the full weight of you. Bang! It's like hitting concrete. It's fucking mental. It can hurt you, but it's fun, right? And then as you hit, yeah, because you've come in front of the wave, you've landed about 10 foot in front of the wave, right? Then it breaks behind you. But it breaks in such a way that it does this, and it forces your legs up. That's very hard to control. And that's when you are going to get the wipe of your life. I swear to God. Once your legs come over your head, hold your breath. This is going to be a wipe, bruv. That's a somersault wipe. That's the one. I am alive right now. I could be dying, and I might be nearly dead, but I'm alive. I'm fucking alive right now. They are the ones. That is the best part of bodyboarding. I don't take them constantly. I don't take that drop all the time. I might take 2 when I'm in the ocean for 3 hours. I might just take 2 drops because they're airy, man. The proper airy. The reason when you hit the deck, you can't carve left or right is because you've got to lean. And because you've hit the deck and your bodyboard's doing this, and your legs behind you are doing this, and you've got to try and control that shake from side to side and stay on the board, you can't actually lean quick enough before your legs get taken. Now, if you're good on a bodyboard, as your legs start to go, you can lean hard to the left or lean hard to the right, and you can kind of straighten it out and cut straight across the wave and get away from the wipe. You can do that. I don't do that. I take the wipe. I want the wipe. I'm doing it to get wiped out. On purpose. I want to get wiped out. That's why I'm doing it. If Ethan was here, Ethan would tell you the same. He'd be like, no, if we take the drop, we want to get wiped out. It's fun. On my old channel, yeah, bro. You'll get some next time I'm bodyboarding, bro. You'll get some. Ronnie Coleman was a legend. Catch the rise of the wave, exactly. And no, I wouldn't be interested in a Ford F-150. Oh yeah, film him, Husky. It's a lot harder than what I make it sound. He'll know, he'll come back to you and he'll be like, Bab, that's fucking hard as fuck. He makes it look so fucking easy. But it'll be the same when we're in the gym, innit? I mean, I've trained all my life, Husk, so I can train, like. But compared to him, it's different, innit? You know what I mean? So it's the same thing, bro, really. It's the same thing, Husk. But yeah, when he comes back to you, he'll tell you straight, that shit is hard as fuck. That's just really hard. Because it just is. It's really fucking hard. No Cornwall trips this year. But once you learn it, you learn it. It's one of them ones. Once you learn it, you learn it. It's like anything. If you don't do it for a few years, you will kind of, if you don't do it for a few years, yeah, you will be rusty. Your lung capacity won't be what it was. But for lung capacity, what I would say to you is this: if you ever go swimming and you haven't been for a few years, you haven't been in the sea, and you swim out, you start to get a little bit panicky and your breath's not right, yeah, what you want to do is paddle a bit closer to shore, yeah, and start diving, holding your breath. You do that for about 2 or 3 days, your lung capacity will go through the roof, and then you'll be able to enjoy the sea. It happens to everybody. I call it cobwebs. Like if you don't do no training for ages, cardiovascular training, your chest will be tight. And when you first do a bit of cardiovascular training, it'll be really hard to breathe. But after you've done it a few times, the cobwebs will go and it'll open up. Same with breath hold in the water. Same thing. When I go, I do it every time. I go on holiday, I spend my first day or my first 2 days just diving down and coming up, diving down and coming up, diving down and coming up to get my body used to doing it again. Yeah, you got to get over the panic. And the sea's a very vast, big thing. And no matter who you are, if you ain't been in for a while, yeah, you know, you've just got to get over it. And the best way to do it is to dive down. It's the best way. I've been doing it all my life. Even me sometimes, man. I'm always swimming far fucking out. So sometimes I've got out there and I'm miles out. And it's my first day. First day in the ocean for like 2 years or something. I've been working too much, so I ain't been, right? Man, I got in the ocean, I've swam fucking far out, bro. It's me, man, I'm fucking Aquaman. You know what I mean? So I've swam far out. I mean far, really fucking far. Where I'm swimming for about 15, 20 minutes non-stop. Just deep, man. Deeper than what I could ever get down to. You know what I mean, right? And I'm paddling water. And I'm having a little bit of a moment, I'm looking at the beach and everybody looks like ants. I'm like, fuck. Have I come too far? Fuck. And then when this happened to me the first time, because I hadn't been to the sea for a long time, I spoke to my dad about it. My dad was a deep sea diver back in the day. He used to fix oil rigs underneath the sea, yeah? And my dad said, it's a natural thing, son. And it was my dad who gave me the trick. Yeah? He went, you just go a bit closer to shore for your first day or 2 days, son. You just keep diving down. And as soon as your lungs get used to being in the water, and you get used to holding your breath, and you get used to the way the water is, he says it'll all come back to your brain and you'll feel comfortable as fuck. And you do.
You got the perfect playlist.
You do. It's the truth.
Everyone's got speakers that move with you. That's why we deliver next day, why we price match, and why we've got over 700,000 happy customers.
Yeah, the panic's real. It can happen. It can happen to the best of us, bro. It can happen to the best of us. It's just a normal human reaction sometimes. To be in a situation that doesn't feel comfortable and you're like, oh, it's just a normal reaction, bro. I've had to talk to myself bare times, Ron, because sometimes, I've took myself out into massive waves, and for some reason that day, I'm not normal. Yes, Harry, I'm not normal. I'm not feeling right. I don't feel strong, or for whatever reason, and I've gone out in the deep, and something's happened. I've had a bad wipeout or something, and I've started to have a bit of a panic attack. I'm like, and there's massive waves just breaking all over me, and I've had to go, Danny, you do this all the fucking time. Danny, you do this all the time. Come on, son. Sort your fucking head out. Breathe, boy. Breathe. You know what I mean? And then I've been all right. So I've had that happen a few times in my life. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen to anybody, I think, if you're in a hairy situation. I think it's just a normal human reaction. It's just don't let it swallow you whole. Deal with it and move forward. I think as well, the more uncomfortable situations you put yourself in, the more you're able to deal with uncomfortable situations anyway, right? You know what I mean? Hey, Husky, I can see you and Question just talking between yourselves in here. It's nice to see, man. You was right, weren't you, what you said to me on Snap? Husk, the environment in here has improved. Has it not, chat? I'm talking to some people in chat, I'm saying my own thing, but chat's talking amongst themselves, right? And you're all having a nice conversation. It's lovely to see, lovely to listen to. Yeah. And it's just much better, isn't it? We've got to be honest, it is. My chat's much better now. No, I've never done any boxing, but I'm self-taught. I mean, obviously, I know how to throw my hands and stuff, but I'm self-taught. Riley Summers. Well, who's ignoring you, bro? It is Husk, innit? Yeah, it is. I'm not jealous, question. It's nice to see, bro. Because before, my chat was so toxic. Do you know what I mean? That, like, and so many people were getting banned so quick that they never really had a chance to have a conversation with people in chat. And I always like it when my chat is talking to each other, man. It's fucking great, you know. When you're all having a nice conversation between yourselves. Because don't forget, sometimes I'm doing something, innit? So I'm not actively in chat, I'm just doing my live. And it's nice to know that even when I'm not going to be in chat, you lot can all have your nice conversations and talk amongst yourselves with respect and, you know, humility. Yeah, it's just nice to see, mate. It's nice to fucking see. Nothing to do with, it's so nice to see, bud. It really, really is. Me and Husky have spoke about this on Snap. You know what I mean? Husky said, like, Dan, you know, since certain people have left the channel, like, the chat's become better because it's more banter filled, it's more fun. And I agree. Yeah, Husky, it's like people can have a joke, can't they? They can have a laugh. I am a banter guy, so if it's banter, I just take it on. I'm just like, yeah, it's just a bit of banter, bro. You know what I mean? I'm that way anyway. I think a lot of the banter was stopped before. You know, that's just my opinion on it. And now people can banter again. Yeah, harsh stuff, proper negativity and nastiness. No, you'll still get blocked. But banter though, a bit of banter's okay, surely. Come on. Yeah, just don't block left, right and centre. But anyway, I'll leave you to keep having your conversation now. I just wanted to say that question, Husky. Just wanted to say that, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just nice to see. It's just nice to see. Bobby, how you doing? We're good, Bobby. How are you, bro? How are you, bro?
Book your test drive today.
Alexa, talk to the front door.
Yeah, you can have a laugh, man. It's nice to have a laugh with people. Like, we don't really, like, you know me, we don't have to be serious, man. Life's too serious as it is. We don't need to be serious in here.
Always know everything's under control. Alexa and Ring.
How are you, Bobby? How's things, my brother? How's the family? How's everybody? Are you good? I hope you're good, bro. Hope you're having a good day. I'm chilling. Oh yeah, question. Like, a lot of it was, I think a lot of the blocking was very untoward, like, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people got blocked for reasons that wasn't really a blockable reason. But me at the time, I had so much trolling going on that I kind of just left it up to the mods and kind of thought they would, you know, be able to make the best decisions. And then only towards the end, really, did I start to realise, because I was starting to look at chat, because Tony kept saying to me, Danny, like, I'd do a golf live, yeah? And I'd cut the camera off and we'd be sat here talking and she'd be like, Danny, listen, I'm not being, she didn't say any names, but she didn't never, like, diss anybody who was my mod. She never even said a name to me, but she just said to me, Danny, some mods, man, they're being a bit ruthless now. And I'm like, what you on about, Bob? And she'd be like, well, at least 5 or 6 people today got blocked from the channel for what I would say was no reason, Danny. It was just banter. He was just taking the piss out of you for going in the trees. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah, literally, Dan. Like, somebody just, I can't remember what it was they said, but they just said something that I would have laughed at. Honestly, I would have laughed. Tony said to me, yeah, this geezer said this today when you went in the trees, and he got blocked. And I was like, I would have laughed. I would have laughed at that. That would have made me giggle. You know what I mean? So then I started watching the chat in it, And like, I started seeing what people were getting banned for. I mean, somebody come in chat and just said to me, yeah, all they said to me was, yeah, I didn't want to talk about, yeah, I said I don't really want to talk about HS on my channel. Fair play, I said that, yeah. But that doesn't mean somebody can't come into chat and say, Danny, you're fighting HS. And I just say, no, bro, don't really want to talk about HS here. Yeah, he's a dickhead. And that's it then. But he doesn't need to get blocked, does he? It's just asking a question. And there was a lot of questions just asked, bro. Just questions, harmless questions. Yeah? I mean, obviously, there was a lot of proper trolls blocked, to be fair. There was. The mods did a good job in some ways, but then they took it a bit too serious, man. I mean, like, they forgot that banter is allowed. I mean, we are allowed to banter and have a laugh. And taking the piss out of me, as long as it's done with laughter in mind. You know what I mean? He's fine, like. But I go in the trees quite a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think some people got banned for shit like just, oh, fucking hell, he's in the trees again. Well, yeah. In my own mind, I'm saying, fucking hell, I'm in the trees again. How many golf balls have I lost them? I don't even know, bro. I'd hate to think about it because I'd think about the money that they cost me. A lot, bro, a lot. A lot. It's rare that I have a game where I don't lose at least one. I do have games where I don't lose a ball, but it's quite rare, you know. Normally I lose it, like yesterday, I lost one ball. I usually have, you know, games where I lose at least one. So it's just golf, mate. Them trees, mate. They're a magnet to my ball, bro. I've got a tracker on my ball, and it tracks itself to the nearest tree. Oh, man. Question, see you soon, man. Have a good day. SJ? Nah, I'm not interested in doing a boxing match, bro. I'm a golfer. Just not interested. Not interested at all. See you later, question. When you get yourself to Costco, get some wholesale. I'm great, SJ. You talking to me? You're calling me honey, are you female? Please say you're female. Not that I'm homophobic or anything, it's just a bit weird. That was a nice chat, that was. I only caught bits of it. It was nice. Nice to see, man. That the mods and the chat can just talk. It's not so weird, okay. If you're female, even though I'm probably not your honey, I'll take it, because you're female, just it's not as weird. It's not even like I'm a homophobic or anything like that. Hi, Samantha. But it's just a bit weird if a bloke calls me honey. You bet I'm a hard cunt. What would make you think that? I'm a nice bloke, mate. I'm a gentleman. Don't want to hurt nobody. Never do. I look after myself, brother. If I have to look after myself, I will. But that's about as far as it goes. Literally. I don't want to hurt nobody or anything like that. Never have, really. But some people they're just stupid. They take kindness for weakness, and there's a lot of bullies in the world, and there's a lot of nasty people that I've come across during my life. And unfortunately, I've ended up in a lot of confrontations that probably actually wasn't my fault, like what it started, because it never usually is. Because I don't want confrontations, you know what I mean? So because I don't want them, I'm not actively out there seeking them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not golfing today, my brother. No, Bobby, not today. Not today. I've got a few cameos I've got to do. Lives, I've got some content I've got to do. I've got quite a busy day on content today, to be fair. It's a content full day. Fucking hell, old school days. Jesus Christ, it's been a long time, mate. How are you? Fucking, I do remember you, obviously, yeah. Look, it's been a long, long time. Ghost. How you doing, bro? You good? I live in the Midlands, bro. Not far from Blackheath. Between Blackheath and Oldham. Ghost EDS. And by the way, if I call you bro, Samantha, it's just what I say to everybody, so don't take offence. No, Mark. I'm just stupid. I don't know where people get this idea from. Well, they can report me all the fucking want, mate. Good luck with that. Oh, no way, old school. I support Aston Villa. Have you ever thought about giving putting lessons? That's what me and Pro was going to do. I give putting lessons. He like does the driving part of it and stuff, and the iron connection and all that. And I give putting lessons because I can teach anybody to putt very good. Yeah, Aston Villa's done well. No, Mark. No, Mark. That's just people's stupid fucking perceptions of reality, mate. Well, for putting lessons, Sean. Well, I think that me and Dan, we need to arrange it, but we either do £30 an hour, and you get half an hour with Dan, and half an hour with me. Half an hour with Dan hitting balls, and half an hour with me learning to putt. Yeah. Or we do like a playing lesson for £100, but that's you play 18 holes with us. So the amount of knowledge you'll gain in that 18 holes is unreal. Do you know what I mean? Unreal. So I think that's probably the way we're going to do it. The only thing I am really qualified to teach anybody is putting, bro. I'm not qualified, but I'm good enough. You know I am. You watch me putt, bro. You watch me putt, yeah? Like, it's not a joke. You can't mistake what you see on camera, bro. You watch me fucking putt, bro. So I can teach anybody to putt. But the way I teach you, it's so much working out until it becomes natural. Once it becomes natural, it becomes natural. I mean, but the way I teach you, like the way I teach you to putt, there's a lot of working out involved, a lot of calculation. Putting is the most important part of the game. I can't putt. Okay. Hey, Husky, I can't putt. Sean, I can't putt. I do, Samantha, I'll just say it as it is. Yeah, exactly. Sean's like, Danny's very good. He's in it, Husk. It's like, do you know something? I have taught so many people who could not putt to putt. I've taught so many. Like, I've taught so fucking many. And I'm very good at teaching, man. I was a personal trainer, man. I'm good at teaching. Any knowledge I have, I can give to anybody else. I'm good at it. Something I'm good at. Communication. Patience. You saw me tectonic for a first round of golf, right? You see my patience. You know why that is? I know she's my wife, but it's the same with anybody that I teach. I want you to do well. I'm not there to just willy-nilly. Nah, man. I will go into your game. Do you know what I mean? And I will change your game and I will make you better on that fucking green, mate. It's just that simple. I will make you better on that green than you've probably ever been in your life if you're not very good on it. If you're really good on the green, if you're as good as me or better, you don't need my help, right? But if you're not very good at putting, I can make you good at putting. And that's a guarantee. I can guarantee it. If you listen to me and do what I tell you to do, yeah, I can make you good at putting. You just have to become like a puppet on a string. Your knowledge of putting goes out the window. You don't have no knowledge no more. You're a beginner. You've never putted before in your life, and I'm going to teach you how to do it my way. I wouldn't teach somebody the inner rabbit hole workings of putting, because everybody works things out differently. But the basics of becoming a good putter, I can teach anybody. What sort of advice to start with? Become fluent. So many people are rigid, bro. Like, the best advice I can give anybody to get better at putting is take less time. Not in your working out. Take as much time as you want in your working out. But your practice putting swing should always be fluid. Yeah? And when you get over the ball, you have maybe 5 seconds to take that putt. I would put it down to 2 seconds. For a beginner though, because a lot of people stand over that putt for too long. And you're thinking, do you know something? I'm going to give you the first thing that I would talk about to anybody is this. Show me your putting. Now, routine is very important. If I go out of my routine, the only time I do that is if my head's not in the right place that day. It's the only reason, right? Otherwise, I am always in the same putting routine. You watch me put, it's the same every fucking time. Now that routine will make it that if you've got a bogey putt or a birdie putt or an eagle putt, they're all the same. Because in your head, you just stick to your routine and do it. You don't think, oh, this is an eagle putt. Oh, I don't get like that. I don't get like that. You see me sink fucking all kinds of putts from all kinds of distances, right? Because it's always the fucking same. That's one thing you got to get into your head. Routine matters. It fucking matters. It's one of the most important things when it comes to putting. And the next thing you have to realise is this. When you've got down and you've worked out all your working out, however long that takes you, it doesn't matter. You've done your practice swings, right? When you step to the ball, if you start thinking about club face alignment, grip, am I over the ball enough? Is this going to go in? Am I aiming enough left? Am I aiming enough right? Do you know all the working out you've just done was gone? Now you don't actually know where you're going to aim. Now you don't know how hard to hit it. You've stood over the ball for too long. You've let doubt creep in. Can't do that. It's a race. You see me, right, I take about 3 seconds. So I walk to the ball, I look at the hole, I look down, and I put. That's what I do. The only time you'll ever see me look twice, sometimes I'll look twice, but that's because as I look at the hole, I notice something on the floor that is on my path. And then I'll look at it to see if it's going to affect my path. If not, then I'll just put. If it is, I'll go and fucking move the thing, or I'll try and mess with the ground, and then I'll reset up again. The setup will be exactly the same. I won't just then step over the putt with a fuck. I'll do all my setup again. But once I get to the putt, 99% of the time you'll see me do this. And I always walk side on. This is another thing, another little trick, yeah? Never walk directly from behind your putt. Never circle to the right, unless you're a left-handed player. If you're a left-handed player, you will circle to the right, yeah? So you will go behind your putt, you'll work it out, and then rather than walking straight to your putt, if you're a left-handed player, you'll circle round and come in from the side whilst looking at your line. If you're a right-handed player, you circle from the left, yeah, and come in from the left whilst looking at your line. And then as soon as you're looking at your line out the side of your eye, you're looking at your line, bro. It's your last visual check, yeah, as you get to the ball. And you get to the ball, The way I do it is I get to the ball, my putter goes behind the ball, I look at the hole, I look down, and I putt. And that's the way that I do it. I don't exactly look at the hole, if I'm being honest. What I do is I follow my line to the hole, but my line's always going to be left or right, yeah? So I'm following my actual line. So it's one more visual check on where I want my putter face to be, aiming. But as soon as I check that visual line, I putt straight away. I don't stay there. Now, those 3 things that I've just given you will make you better already. Trust me. Oh, yeah, Husky, man, if I took you down the rabbit hole of putting, that's the surface. That's the surface of the iceberg. There's levels to this, man. It goes deeper, you know, way deep. If you want to be good at it, you've got to go deep. It's the hardest part of the game. So many people can't putt for shit. They just can't. And it's just because they don't think right. They don't have a routine. I don't practice it, Sean. Don't practice putting. Because I don't need to. I never practice, bro. I never practice putting. I practice everything else. But I don't practice putting. Because I've got my putting to a point where I've got mine to a point where I don't need to touch it. Yeah? So I don't. It's the one part of my game I will not work on. I will not change. It's the only part of my game that I will not work on and I will not change, bro. Overcoming depression. Depends if you want to listen to me, Harry. If you're going to listen to me and take what I say to you to heart and put it into practice, I'll tell you exactly how to do it, because it's how I did it. But you got to listen to me. So many people ask me, but they never put it into practice. Oh, I know, Sean. I know they practice it for hours, but I don't. I just don't. And the reason I don't is because it's mad. You know, with that putter in my hand, I never have no nerves. Never. Not never. If I'm in a bad frame of mind and my mind's not normal, then I can have nerves with the putter because it won't go right because I'm not in the right frame of mind, right? But if I'm in the right frame of mind, no nerves, bro. Ever, you know. I pull that out of my bag and I know it's going to do what I want it to do. I know it is. I don't need to think, oh, is it going to do this? I know it. It's either going in or I'm going right next to the hole. And you see me putt, right? That's my confidence with my putter. I know it's going in or it's going right next to the hole. I know it's going in or it's going right next to the fucking hole. And that is literally my confidence with the putter. It's the only club in my bag that I have that much confidence with. That I know for a fact. I just know. When I step over the putt, I know. Right, you want to hit... Right, okay, I'll tell you. Meditation. Bro, that's it. Breath work to start. Breath work. Wim Hof breathing, bro. It's 11 minutes long. Yeah, you just follow Wim. Listen to Wim. Right, just close your eyes. Listen to Wim. Get the breath work going. Yeah? The first time you do it, you'll feel different after you've done it. Way different. Relax though. You've got to relax when you do it. Now, when you first start doing it, it's just breath work. Yeah? It's just helping your body get used to breathing. All right? Yeah? After you've been doing it a while and you're in total control of your lungs, and when you do it, you don't have to concentrate no more. It just comes naturally to you. That's when you've got to start trying to empty your mind. Completely empty your fucking mind. And allow whatever thoughts want to flow in to flow in. Now, what you're probably going to find is because you are in that state, that mental state at the time of breath work and relaxation, your problems are going to come into your head. Now, this is when you have the chance. Now, when you get this chance, you can't. There's probably times in my life that I've had this chance before, but I've ignored it or I've not wanted to see it. This time I wanted to see it, right? Because I was at a point where I needed to change, yeah? I mean, this has been 3.5 years later, bro. I'm like this 3.5 years later, buddy. This is not a quick thing, but nothing worthwhile is ever easy. Yeah? You'll get to a point where you're going to start to feel this is going to be really hard for you to do, because it was hard for me to do. You're going to start to feel like you're not a good person. You're going to start to notice your ugly side. You're going to start, because you're working on yourself now. You're more clear thinking than you've ever been. So you're going to start to see the problems that you contain within your own psyche and the person that you have let yourself become. Now, a lot of people at that moment there will stop, yeah, and they will revert, because listen, that realization, bro, is not easy. It's not easy to look in the mirror and I'm a cunt. It's not easy to do, brother. And to solely know that you are a cunt. And then to see the mountain of changes that you've got to make. And it's like a mountain, bro. It's like climbing Mount Everest naked. It's like, what the fuck? I've got to work on this. And it's like, rah, it's just so much. It's just too much sometimes, yeah, for the human brain, I think, to take on the amount of change that is needed. But that's your choice then. You've got to the point where you can accept it for what it is and choose to move on. And that will open you up. It will open you up in a way that every negative thing that you've done and every bad thing that you've done, I'm warning you what's going to happen, bro, because it happened to me, is going to flood in. And it's going to hurt you, bro. It's going to hurt you. It's going to upset you. It's going to make you feel like a cunt. It's going to do that, bro. Accept it. Accept it. It's a true emotion. You're disappointed in yourself. Because there's so many situations that you'll see before you, that you've been through, that you could have dealt with in such a different way. And you won't hold yourself in high regard for dealing with it in the way that you did. But, and this is a big but, after you've gone through all that and the emotion, but you keep breathing, you keep doing the exercises, you don't stop, it's every day. You're feeling negative now. You're in a bad way. You're an emotional wreck because you're seeing yourself for the first fucking time. That's why. You're seeing yourself for the first time. And now you're upset with yourself. It's going to happen. This is part of the process. Allow it to flood in, man. Allow it to become a realization. Because once you can see it, bro, then you can change it. Now, then you start changing. So you start working on bits of yourself. I need to sort this out. You sort it out. It's like you've climbed a bit of the mountain, bro. You get some self-respect back that you thought you had, but you hadn't. You'd lost it. It had gone along the journey of your own fucking psyche. It disappeared. Your ego had eaten it. Your ego had eaten all your self-respect. You thought you had it, but you didn't. But now you start to get it. And when you start to get self-respect, true self-respect, bro, you are mending. You are healing. Keep with the journey. Keep going. Look for the positive. Don't look for the negative. Stay away from the negative. It's something you don't want near you because you're on a positive path now. So another thing you've got to change. Once you start to feel these emotions, you start to feel like you're making some progress. Well, the only way that progress is going to carry on, mate, is if you are surrounded by people who want the best for you. And you are surrounded by people who want you to succeed. Then you're going to have to cut off some people out of your life. I've had to do it. And that's hard to do. But you will soon realise that there are people in your life that have kept you in a negative place. There are people in your life that have kept you where you are. Yes, Harry. Yeah? And you're going to have to cut them out, bro. These may be long-time friends. You'll always be friends with them. But you don't spend time with them. You don't engage in their negative outlook and you don't engage in their negative activities, which puts you in a negative mindset. You've got to realise these people for what they are. You may love them, but it doesn't mean that you've got to spend every day with them. You've got to reach for what you want, right? And what do you want? Positivity? Reach for it. Do you want happiness? Surround yourself with people who are full of it. Through that process, and that's just the start, you will get a better future, my friend. But without that Wim Hof, without the dedication, without the wanting to change, you won't. You just won't. That's all the advice I can give you. I hope it helps.
Sometimes it's the little things that remind us of family. The way Chachi makes chai. Or how Papa hits the high notes. Stay close to family even when you're far apart. Send
No worries, bro.
loved ones with repeatedly.
I do like tea and scones. I know a lot about a lot of things because I've lived a long life full of lots of things. I've made lots of mistakes, bro. You don't become, listen, wisdom is not something you're born with. Wisdom is earned through trial and tribulation and mistakes. That is how wisdom is developed, nurtured. It's the only way you can get it. People in this world, the wisest people in this world, have been through some shit. Just the way it is, mate. You've had an easier life, you won't be as wise as somebody who's had an hard one. Especially if that person has managed to understand the mistakes and learn from them and wants to learn. Yeah, I'm not the wisest man on the planet, obviously. There's people out there wiser than me, been through more stuff than me, seen more than what I've seen, know more than me. But the wisdom that I have comes from my personal experiences and the mistakes that I've made and the picking myself up and fucking carrying on that I've had to do. Much love, Harry. Much love, bro. Thanks for the donation. You didn't have to donate, but thank you very much. Just listen to my words. They were spoken from the heart, bro. To a person that sounded like they was going through it. If you listen to me and you put those steps into play, in 6 months you'll feel like a whole different man. That's being honest. You will. But you've got to do it. If I could do it for you, I swear, Harry, if I could jump into your body right now, my psyche into your body and give it you back in a month and let you come and live in mine for a month and my psyche, I would do that. I'd do that for everybody. I wouldn't mind it. I'd gladly do that. But I can't. I can only tell you the process. You've got to do it. Much love and respect. Thank you for all the likes. I've got quite a lot of likes today. Thank you very much. Well, it's been quite a live this morning, has it not? Talking about some, well, serious things, really. But, you know, hopefully this will help some people, right? Hopefully it'll help. For anybody watching, and if you're going through a bad time, I don't want to see you there. Look, I've been there, it's not good. So, just from one brother to a brother, or from one brother to a sister, whether you've been male or female, man, you can pull yourself out of that hole, you know. You really can. You've seen me do it. And bear in mind, I ain't done this in private, where I probably would have done it a lot quicker and a lot easier. I've done this while I've got hate being thrown at me every day. Disgusting, horrible hate, which has made the journey much harder for me. Yeah? For you guys, you don't have to deal with that. So hopefully this journey is a lot quicker for you. And you can get to this place in a much more short order than what it's took me.
That's why we're the UK's most trusted electrical retailer. Shop now.
It's not easy when you're having hate thrown at you every day. It makes it a little bit harder. You know what I mean? But it also makes you more resilient at the end of the process. Yes, Ron.
It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. And if you like it, you could always join the course.
Oh. Have you enjoyed the live? Next time you guys see me, I think I'm probably going to be doing a bit of training. So you'll probably get a training live next time. Yeah. Listen, I've got to go and do some other work now on other apps and shit. But to all of you out there, stay strong. Stay blessed. Yeah. And have a really, really, really good day. Which is only Tuesday. Quite a lot of the week left. Be as positive as you can, man. Be as happy as you can. Being nice don't cost a goddamn thing. Do you know that? It doesn't cost you nothing, yeah, to be nice. Remember that. And I love you all. From my family to all of yours. Much love, much respect, much blessings. I'll see you all soon. Peace out.